And welcome everybody to an exciting race day of MEGA16, 16 amazing games. And just real quick before we get started, I want everyone in chat to know this is number 6. This is the Mother Brain's 6th year putting together this race.
Yeah.
It's a huge event. I'm very proud of this guy. This is a lot of work. And 6 years, this is back in the early days of speed running. There weren't any other events like this really. And so the last 6 years and to give you 16 new games in each race is really cool.
Well, thank you. Hello, I'm just capturing the other screens here and making sure that we have all the streamers live and rolling. So just give me 1 second.
Excellent, absolutely. We'll just keep building up the hype here. As we talked about before, half these games on this list are Japanese exclusive. Not only are these games a lot of these runners have never seen, but these are very small leaderboards. There was a lot of strat sharing, through these last 5 weeks. Just getting acquainted with these games, and it's really cool to see all these runners getting hyped about it, putting up top times, crushing some world records. These leaderboards are going to look a lot different after this MEGA16 race than they did a couple months ago. So that's always exciting to get new runners involved, get boards loaded with top times, new strats, and, it's going to be a great race day.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Okay, and I do want to put out there, too, that... these are very difficult goals. So if anyone's to blame anyone, it's the Mother Brain. He was relentless. He's like, oh, this is the goal. So it should be a great race because there's some extreme pitfalls where someone loses a life or takes a continue or game over. We could see a big shuffle in the top time lineup. So it should be really exciting.
Well, to be fair, this is actually one of the easier ones that I've done compared to others. Oh, I'm sorry for the screen, by the way, but it's a big screen over here. Don't mind me, I'm just doing some backup tech here.
Yeah.
But yeah, like there was a previous one, but like for example, Shakan was in some of them and some really hard games that people were not really happy that I put it in. This is actually, compared to that, this is like one of the easier lists, I would say, than all the others that I've done. But, it's hard to make a list, and yeah, sometimes you just only get like a whole lot of hard games instead of easier games that you would like to have in there. It's just a little... Oh, this is confusing. They have like the same game with the same opening, but that makes sense. A little hard to get like the winning condition, but thanks to you guys, because I need some help with that, and luckily together with you, the Sega crew, we made a very, very cool list.
Yeah, we're excited here at Sega Crew to host the MEGA16. Like I said, this is a big time race. It's going for 6 years now, and I mean, we're talking 2015. Twitch started in officially 2012. Before it was just in TV. So
yeah.
We're in the early days of speed running. Mother Brain's like, there's not enough Sega hype out there. Let's get a race going, and we're just honored to be able to host it here at Sega 16. And anyone in chat that's not familiar, we're mostly on Discord. If you want to find out about upcoming events, we're always having marathons or other races. And, if this race looks exciting, this MEGA16 is ran every single year. You don't have to be a top tier racer. Just completing or even attempting the race itself is an achievement. And it's also, I hear from runners all the time that, don't place in the top tier, that are just thankful that they had this race, because it's a great way to have goals. Sometimes you're like, I don't know what to play, and here's 16 games that, you can commit to. Some of them are complete beat the game goals. Some of them are not, but, you get a nice little smorgasbord of everything. So it's a great event, and it's nice to see so many runners signing up for this, and hopefully every year it just keeps growing and growing.
Absolutely. All right, well, with that intro right there, I think we are good to go here. Seems like all the races are waiting to get the race started, so I guess we just get the race started. What do you think about that?
That sounds great, and I'm guessing you have speed runs live up, so if you want to count down when you see the timer.
Oh, yes, I will.
We can have you do the countdown. Excellent.
All right, so ready now, and that's going to be 10 seconds, and then the race will be started. So let's shout out to the ones you think are going to win. I don't know who's going to win. We have actually, before we start, we have 5 people. A little bit less than we expected that would show up. We have Motherbrain. That's not true, because I need to start the race. We have Gnarblast, we have Gekijou87, we have Making-X, we have Shime, Gabriel, and Saint Joe that are joining this race. A couple of people had to, unfortunately, could not make it to this race because of personal reasons, but we still have 5 people, so we'll try to switch it around with 2 people and keep the leaders on the board, of course. And yeah, and it's going to be a lot of fun, so I'm readying up right now.
Excellent. So Racers, start your Segas.
Hell yeah.
By the way, hello, everyone.
And Faust.
3, 2, 1, and go. There we go. The race has started.
And the first game up is Jurassic Park, obviously.
Yes.
Everyone's going to be running as Raptor. And this is a very short game, so it's going to go by really quick. It's going to be a lot of fun to see these racers go at this game.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to see some clips, I think. Maybe some tricks up their sleeves. They're going to abuse a lot of the pogo jump that the Raptor can pull on some dinosaurs.
Yeah, this is a fairly short game. Like, the world record is 2 minutes and 41 seconds, I believe.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. And yeah, it's just in my opinion, a really cool game that I've never played, actually, until now. And
I had it as a kid, played it a lot, always died at the water level with Grant, always beat it at Raptor. So Raptor is definitely the easy mode of the game.
Okay.
But it still has
water raft level. Oh my goodness. We should see our first clip coming up in this level. This can be a treacherous level because you have to actually Devonton and make your way to the bottom, and there's instant death pits up there. But we're seeing right now them trying to go for the clip into this wall.
And Gekijou got it.
Very nice.
Very nice. And he's about to exit the stage here.
And that's just a quick, easy straightaway after you get that clip.
And St. Joe not too far behind, also picking up the clip.
Yep, there he goes. Making-X having to take a death right there. Starting to level over again, but I'm sure he'll come back quick.
Yeah, luckily the levels are short, so there won't be too much time loss if there's a death here at the early stages.
And Nars on to the next level as well. JKL moving on to the last level of the game before the last boss.
And there's some good Genesis jams in this game too.
Oh
yeah, right. Grant's the villain. It's pretty funny
getting that clip right there.
It's pretty funny because when you play as Grant, the Raptors are the end boss, and then as you play as the Raptor, it's vice versa. Grant's the end boss.
You think it would be a T-Rex, but no. And Making-X moving on to the lava level.
Now, one of the hardest, even Dev intended, this isn't a speed strat or anything, but one of the hardest parts of this game is coming up on JKL's screen. He has to get and he made it up into that vent. He made it look super easy, but that is actually very difficult to do. The guy will blast you with bombs, and it's very easy to lose a lot of time there. Like St. Joe had no problem as well. Nar as well.
Very close right now.
You can look easy. Nar doing a little bit different.
Yeah, St. Joe moving on.
There we go.
It's very close between JKL and St. Joe right now.
And Nar's not too far behind.
Not far behind. No, he's not. This is a close one, folks. Mockin' X too. He's on the last level. It's gonna come up soon.
Looks like all around the 3-minute mark, so that's a great time for this first game for a marathon.
Yeah,
a lot of these clips are very precise.
And of course, we want to point out that in between each game, the runner has to wait 45 seconds for the switch over, so that's why you'll see these racers on this menu screen for a while.
Now here we have the next game, Golden Axe 3. Japanese exclusive, but a very, very cool game.
Yeah, and you know,
these strategies going on. JKL going with the ogre guy, and St. Joe going with the panther.
Yeah, interesting. I'm not sure which one would be the fastest one, actually. I think that depends, of course, like how much power does it have, because JKL obviously picked the stronger one, so he will kill the enemies a little faster, but I'm not so sure about the magic use of the big guy.
Yeah, and the speed, because a lot of the Panther's speed also comes in an attack form too. Yeah. So he can easily run through enemies and do damage. Whereas in JKL has to take his time a little bit now. But looks like Nar's going with the ogre too. Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
Let's see what Mockin does.
Wonder if these were some new strats just developed to go with the ogre with the stronger guy, at least in a a quick beat stage 3 goal.
Yeah, just because it's a beat stage 3, maybe that's why. It's consistency over risk, I guess, maybe situation.
Yeah, could be, yeah. But man, JKO and St. Joe are neck and neck here.
Yeah, I feel like St. Joe picking the Panther definitely helped boost him up to around the same part, because he's definitely catching up.
Yeah.
Oh, and Mockin going for the warrior.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great. This is exactly why we watch these races. Seeing different strats on the screen at one time.
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
Now, let's just hope that everybody's going to use their magic, because that is always, in my opinion, the coolest of a Golden Axe game. When you finally filled up the whole magic bar and then you can press that good old A button and see what it does.
Because everyone has something different.
Yeah.
And each progression of magic is different as well, which is really cool. I remember that as a kid. Depending on how much magic you're holding will be a different attack. And, you want to see all the different variations in animation and very cool stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we got No Diggity in chat saying he would have taken Sarah. He's really the only person I've seen run this game. No Diggity in a few Mega Crew events has ran all 3 Golden Axes at one time, back to back to back. So,
to be honest, I always pick the waifu when I, if you have a chance. I mean, if there's a girl and not many clothes, I'll pick her.
It's a common beat 'em up trend for beat 'em up runners.
Yeah.
Gotta go with waifu.
Yeah, man, it's very easy.
I mean, that's the whole reason they developed 16 bits, right? Was for more detail for the lady characters.
I don't know. Yeah, man. But I mean, it does look a little better. Yeah, I mean, got a little bit more pixels to work with. So.
Yeah. Graphical update on this one is, I mean, Golden Axe 1 in itself for the Sega Genesis being a port of the arcade game, great job. Great job for the tech at the time. But this one being updated tech, it's later on in the Sega Genesis lifespan, it just looks so good.
The tracks are killer.
Like, even looking at the sky scrolling right now, like, that just looks so cool. It's multiple layers going into the horizon.
And all the different textures, there's no flat colors.
Yeah, that's the other thing No Diggity is pointing out. There is a huge amount of movesets for each character. It's like they implemented a lot of Street Fighter tech. But very interesting. I'm just so curious as to why this never was released in North America. Look at...
Seems like we lost MEGA16's stream. He went offline.
Uh-oh. Little tech difficulties going on with Makin, so...
Okay.
We'll hopefully see him soon.
You know, I think it just since it was released so late in the life cycle of the Genesis, it just didn't make it over here. It probably would have been released a year later anyway for North America, so even later than when this game was released. And you know, by that point, everybody was on to CD-based consoles and didn't get a chance.
Yeah, that's true.
And also by this point too, you mentioned all the special moves and you know, Street Fighter type moves. There seemed to be a lot of games at this point like that. I remember even in Beyond Oasis, you know, an action RPG game. You know, they have special moves and you gotta spin the D-pad and hit certain buttons. So it definitely was the trend at the time.
Yeah, and it's not even listed in the manual. It just gives you a few moves and then it says experiment. So they were like, try it out.
You had to buy the magazines to get the special moves.
Mm-hmm. It's conspiracy, I tell you. They were in cahoots.
Don't say. Perfect timing to bring up this next runner because they are also moving on to Golden Axe.
Well, that's the thing, Bruzy, is that they felt sour with their deal with Philips. That's why we have the Philips CDI in those atrocious Mario and Zelda games. And because of that, they went with that mini disc for the GameCube. And then after that is when they finally felt comfortable enough with the Wii. And look what happened when the Wii came out. It became the instant homebrew console. It was so breakable. And that was the one thing that they were afraid of.
Mm-hmm. Nintendo, they got to make sure that they own everything and no one can steal it, modify it. Yeah, their big thing was protection, copyright protection on the CDs was nothing.
To say this, I don't see any DMCA claims on Sega Genesis music.
Well, you know, Sega's like us. You know, you got, you know, their franchises like Shinobi where they're like, we're gonna steal anything and everything. We don't care about copyright, you know. So they can't 30 years from now, you know, and then go, okay, now we care about our copyrights. You know, it's
like, yeah, like a pretty cool I did the save stuff.
Right. Spider-Man's cool. I get it.
Never mind that there's samples of the Three Stooges in that song.
But yeah, a little update here. We now have Shime Gabriel on the stream, on the bottom right, as you can see.
Nice. Excellent. Panther 2, awesome. We got some.
Make an X.
Panther.
Make an X, not sure what happened. Oh, there he is. He said, power cut. Sorry guys, I've lived here for 6 years. This is the first time a power outage ever. Great timing. Well, don't worry about it. You can still continue, hopefully. I mean, just start up the game again.
Just continue on, buddy.
Yeah, go for it.
We'll get you up in there. Stick around, too. We're planning on interviewing every runner that has been a part of this at the end for a little 5-minute thing per runner, because there's only a few. So if you can still stick around, buddy, that'd be great.
And JKL's on to Rambo now.
His whole street went down. Wow.
Yeah.
No, that's marathon luck for you right there.
Yeah, you
Not
know,
really us. But
well, I think back to this GDQ, and you had Retro Brando and Dagron both had internet problems as soon as their game was up, and so it like Faust said, marathon luck, always something.
Oh, we like JK. Oh, he's just now starting because he had to wait the 45 seconds. I forgot about that.
Now, I love this game. I don't know who's played Rambo 3, but this game is a lot of fun.
It's awesome. Yeah.
I mean, it's not stellar or anything groundbreaking, but, you know, if you want to kill an afternoon, put on some Rambo 3.
Yes, I would agree with that, yeah. It's just some good old action simple arcade kind of style where you play as Sylvester Stallone as the strong protagonist here. Obviously, you have seen the movie. If you have not seen the movie, then first of all, what's wrong with you? Second, go watch it. Even though I'm not a big Sylvester Stallone fan, but this game is just some. Yeah, it's just cool, man. You just shoot a lot of bunch of bad guys. It's very straightforward. Like, you can't go wrong.
It definitely captures the feel of Rambo, where it's like, oh, we got a helicopter. Well, one man can take him out with a bow and arrow. That's Rambo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold a machine gun half my size in
hip
one arm
shot
and
it, man.
fire it in the air. No repercussions at all. Just stand still.
Yeah.
Yeah, or sprinting at full speed because no big deal.
Look at that. St. Joe getting that quick kill on that boss. A direct hit with that arrow. It's a rocket arrow for all you people that don't know. It's not just a arrowhead going right into the helicopter and exploding it. Come on, they got a little more sense than that.
Else with the facts. And so right now what you're seeing on JKL stream and St. Joe's stream is there's a hostage you have to rescue. And it doesn't matter which one you go to, it's always going to be the third hostage. It's not like the specific hostage you have to rescue is in a certain spawn. That doesn't matter. You can go in any order. It'll always be the third one you ask. So you have to go to each one of these hostages. And JKL got to the third one, rescues the right one, and now is able to exit the stage.
I don't know why they have a picture of the replicant from Blade Runner right there when you talk, but it is him.
Yeah, Rutger Hauer, he's in the movie, right?
Yep, that's right.
Pretty good rendition.
Actually, yeah, I was gonna say it's actually a pretty good video game portrait of him.
Right, this was an '89 release too. This wasn't a launch title, but it was the same year as the launch in North America. So not officially a launch game, but still '89 early game. So as soon as the Genesis came here to the North American shores, there were kick-ass games ready to be played.
Oh yeah. This was during that black grid box era of Sega Genesis.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
And then they transformed into the red sidebar box.
I don't know which one I like better. Then again, I'm used to Mega Drive because I'm the only European here.
Yeah, I was going to say better than the cardboard.
Yeah. And better than the Master System. The white grid, oh my goodness. There's nothing worse than that.
That was terrible.
I know. I have my Shinobi box for my Master System in my collection.
Oh, that's sweet.
It's like points out. It's just such a sore spot. It's like, ugh. So it's looking like Nars moving on to Rambo.
Oh, I can imagine making that you're a little bummed out by it. Because you prepared so hard. You had some great PBs too, if I recall correctly. So that's it's quite unfortunate. But hey, I mean, you know what? When the Sega 16 is here, which is probably gonna be the next race, right? Just win it, man. Just win it.
Actually, we're gonna do in April a Master 8 race of 8 Master System games. Speaking of Master System, and we're gonna do it a little bit differently. What we're gonna do is I'll probably have a list of 25 Master System games, and we'll have Sega Crew voting to pick the 8 games for the race. So it will be viewer picked.
We'll have
a racer pick.
Release stream too, like we always do. It'll be nice fun.
Some cool magic on Shine Gabriel's screen there with the wolf. That was nice.
Yeah, Sheem is a Golden Axe 1 runner, so he should be a natural to Golden Axe 3. I mean, they're completely different games, of course, but I would assume having skill in one game would help in the other.
I don't know, Bruzy. It might have been. Maybe the cue cards.
JKL and St. Joe are still neck and neck here. I mean,
yeah, they
seems
are.
like JKL is a little bit in the lead.
This is a good one right now.
Yeah. But he has to be careful. Like, if he makes one little mistake here, St. Joe can just easily take it over.
Yep. Oh. Uh-oh.
Meanwhile, Knarblast's also doing a pretty good job here in Rambo 3.
Yeah, he's cooking through it. He's coming back. Don't count him out yet.
No, exactly.
And I'm not going to count Sheem out either. Like we said, this is just the beginning.
Absolutely. This still so. I mean, Road Rash 2 is still coming.
Get unforgiving.
Sorry.
Oh, this race is gonna become unforgiving.
Yeah.
Better not get comfy.
No. And as I said, like Road Rash 2 is still coming up, which will be tough. Then we have Double Dragon 2, 3 frames per second, which would slow down somebody depending on what's gonna happen. So yeah, there's still so much.
And even Spider-Man is gonna slow down some people, especially if they're going for them clips.
It didn't take you a world record in that?
Do we have a new world record in Spider-Man? We might. We had a lot of new stuff.
Got a 6-minute and 40-something run, I believe.
Woo! Oof.
GG.
And that is almost a minute off of my former world record of 7 minutes and 31 seconds. But that is the one that was not posted on Speedrun. It was the one that got lost on my computer. So I just took all this. It was just me doing the strats that we do now, and it was the run on speedrunning, the one before that. And when I told him that, he was just like, what was your song best? And I was like, it said like 6:55-ish, so I know it can be in like that 6-minute area. And him and St. Joe busted their asses and broke the 7-minute barrier. Both of them have a sub 7-minute time in Spider-Man, and I couldn't be more happier that that game has gotten to that point.
That's incredible.
So it'll be awesome to see both of them go to that game.
And that's a big reason why, these races are so cool is, not only are we getting more runners onto these leaderboards, but, they're coming up with new strats, sharing the strats. Here, Sega Crew, I think the whole Sega community, honestly, is very open, friendly, want these games to, be, great speedrun games for speedrunners, and so we're always trying to get more eyes on these games, and it's like these that make me so happy to see these records get broken or these runners commit to these games. Very cool stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now the big thing we gotta do is try and convince both of them to move on to the normal run of Spider-Man. JKL kept telling me, he's like, I'm never. But I feel like if I keep poking and prodding him, he'll do it.
JKL, this final level, this is kind of a mazy level that he's traversing through. He's taking the most optimal path and be getting close to the end of the game real quick. St. Joe not too far behind. And that's one of the things, so you got to blow through that wall, and that's never really explained well in the game. When I played it casually, I think I was watching Sheem's speedrun just to help me figure out where to go in this on this screen.
I love how that's the one criticism I have about Rambo is the boss design wasn't top tier. They just kind of keep adding helicopters. It's like,
Now there's two tanks. Yeah, right?
Yeah. Oh, now there's a helicopter and a tank.
Team up.
It was pretty badass if you shoot down a tank and a chopper just with one shot. I mean,
yeah, that's pretty sick. All right, looking like Sheem is moving on to Rambo.
Yeah.
And I believe he had the world record in that game for the longest time. Am I correct on that, or was that Noble Boy? I forget.
No, that was Sheem. Yeah, and I would definitely watch his run on the lower right screen because this could be a lot of fun. Seeing an old pro at this game.
Gekijou moving on to one of the best on the list right here. Osomatsu-kun. Hachamecha Gekijou. This is an interesting game. I've played this a little bit.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. And we only have beat stage 1, and this is mainly because stage 2 is like 10 minutes. But stage 1 is fairly simple. Shouldn't take too long. Should be a little short. It's just a hilarious looking game. interesting platformer, and if you want to beat it, I mean, it's quite fun. It's kind of, you know, trippy as well, but it's just a nice
little platform. Land of the Rising Sun.
You know, and it's a short game. If you learn the entire speed run, it's another one of those games that has a small leaderboard that would be really cool if we could get more runners.
Yeah.
But again, we only have beat stage 1. But I think there's only 3 stages. Is that correct?
That is correct.
But they're extremely deceptive in their length. And
Yeah.
all.
These enemy designs are just wild.
Uh-oh. JKL.
Took some damage there.
A lot of damage, but... Yay!
Hey.
It's not over. It's
No,
stage
you
1.
go back.
You thought it was, but it's not. Uh-oh. Like I said, if anyone has seen JJ and Jeff, it's kind of similar to that.
Oh, I could see that. Yeah. Doesn't have like the potty humor, but
No.
I can see the
but
design.
Similar platforming design and scenarios. Lots of pitfalls, lots of having to maybe jump off of things and plan when to hit an enemy. Bacon. Flashbacks to JJ and Jeff.
That's probably what this is. This is a flashback of JJ and Jeff. The drug tripped out flashback.
There you go, JKL. No problem for him.
Moving on to Road Rash 2.
Yeah.
So this is one of the longer ones. So this is a chance for the other 3 to kind of catch up because anything can happen.
Yeah, and Sheem already to mission 3 on Rambo 3. So
Nice.
he is quickly making haste of this game.
Coming back really strong then. I mean, he was a little behind with the Jurassic Park. Went really well for him there, as I saw off screen. But he has come back very well, and he didn't even practice as much as all the other players here, like Gekijou and Shinjo and Knarblast. Put in a lot of time in practice, as I saw on this spreadsheet as well. And Shine was like, I don't know if you should join, you know. He liked the Newzealand. He actually started running that because of this list. And look at him, he's just plowing on and doing really good here, and no problem for him for most games.
Yeah, he's just such a natural runner. And, you know, I think it was a little at a disadvantage with Jurassic Park. It didn't look like he knew the clips. And if you play the game as intended, you know, that's a good, 5 minutes you're losing right there off the bat.
Yeah.
Not getting these clips. So, you know, just for him to be this close already shows what kind of runner he is. Just top notch.
Absolutely. But again, it seems like Knarblast is getting some gold splits and some green splits here on his time, so that's very nice. He's moving on to Osomatsu-kun as well. While JKO has initiated the first race here. Not the best music yet. We have to wait for Hawaii for that to happen. Mm-hmm. And Senjo also moving on to his first race. So let's see what's going to happen. Because anything can happen here. This is like the survival game of the race. And, you know, if out of nowhere a car comes at you and you crash, you know, you can lose a lot of time. Or if you don't finish in the top 3, you got to do that race again.
Now, this is interesting. They just started away on the first track. You have the option to start on a different track as the first track. And I always recommend for the speed run of these to start on 2 of the harder levels first. So that way you get them out of the way. But
okay,
be to see.
Oh yeah, somebody just said this in the chat that as you can see, Senjo named himself Gekijou. I don't know why.
That's so fun. Senjo.
So great. Oh man.
I have to stream up good. This is not like Gekijou. That is 100% Senjo, and that's pretty funny.
Nice. See, JKL just got that whip. Nothing's gonna stand in his way except for maybe some cars, maybe this cop. But I hope he chain whips him. Oh, boo! Oh, he tried. Yeah. Take that, copper.
I was super hyped for this game. I love it.
Yeah, this game's great.
I love Road Rash too.
I'm guessing you grew up on this one.
Oh yeah, Yeah, this was the one that me and my stepdad would play together a lot.
Nice.
This is a multiplayer game.
I only recently like 8 years ago bought this, and yeah, no regrets. Super fun.
I know there's a lot of Skitchin fans out there. I'm hoping one day Skitchin makes the list.
Oh yeah, oof, the crash of Senjo.
Oh no! Oh, that's actually a good one. That wasn't too far off.
No, luckily
he's not gonna lose too much time.
No, he's still first place. So.
Yep. That's actually really, really good crash. Because there are crashes where your dude can either go soaring and flying, or your bike can go flying, and it's like, oh no.
Here we go,
Dreaded
man.
run back.
Hawaii.
Oh, I love this track.
Yeah, even casually, the run back to the bike is just so humiliating.
Good. When it drops, man, this song, it's good. Let's just enjoy it. It's gonna come me in 10 seconds.
Like
yeah,
Narblast is on his way out of Osomatsu.
And Sheen just crushing Rambo here. Almost to the last stage.
Yeah, making up a lot of time.
This cat jam in this
channel? Nard's been taking the safe route for Osomatsu. And it's looking like St. Joe's coming in first place for that race. That's
Very
good.
Nice.
All palm trees.
With a nice drum beat.
I feel those sun rays already.
Man, it's snowing here. I wish I had some sun rays.
Ah, see, that was oh.
Oh.
Oh,
JKL. Oh, JKL taking a hard crash.
Yeah, that's a long run back.
Kept playing givesy backsies with the baton with that person, and then boom.
He was hanging on for a while, and just bad luck with the barrier up ahead. And let's see if he can get back into at least third place.
As long as you run over the finish line or
he'll be able to
jump.
move on to the next track. It's just he's not going to earn as much money. That's the only downfall.
Yeah.
But I do think if you don't qualify, they'll make you redo it at the end of all the tracks.
Okay.
And I'm not too sure on that, but I do think that is the case.
I mean, as long as your body is over the finish line, you're good to go, right? So.
Yeah, that's right. But that definitely was a big hit to JKL, so St. Joe has room to catch up really quick.
Nar on Road Rash as well, so we got 3 runners here under Road Rash.
And she moving on to Mission 6 in Rambo 3, so it's going to be soon that he'll be in Road Rash as well.
Awesome.
Great racing by these players here.
Yeah, doing good.
Oh, come on.
You know, that's actually a solid strategy. I think he did that on purpose because he knew that chain whip is right there. Because if you have a weapon, you can't gain another weapon. You have to give it back to someone else. So I think he did that on purpose. And JKL still clutches out of first place even after that heavy crash. That was a close one.
Yeah, no kidding. Right there at the end.
But I do believe St. Joe has got maybe about another 45 seconds, maybe a minute left on this
yeah, something like
track.
that. He's pretty close.
Nar trying to work his way
back
back up.
And those of you wondering like how I'm justifying that, there is a timer in the game on their dash above the mile/hour ticker. So take note that each track has a certain length of time if you aren't crashing, and if you're doing top speed, it's usually around around 3 minutes.
Yeah.
2:58.
Wow. Nailed it. There goes
And
the final
JKL,
boss.
since JKL had first place for those first 3, he sold his bike, got a new bike, and now he has the faster bike. It is a little more finicky to control, however, the traction on it is better, so he won't lose speed if he ends up out of the road or out on the grass or something like that.
And for a marathon, that's perfect too. It's a little bit safer to avoid some of the cars if you can get out there on the grass sometimes, and should help a lot.
The danger in this bike, however, is on the curves. Turning on the curves is really dangerous. You will skitch really, really quick, and you run the risk of falling off the side and like skitching onto the road.
Skitching!
I'm gonna play skitching now. But yeah, I mean, Shime on the good old Osomatsu-kun should be fairly easy for him as well. And he moves on to the Road Rash too. I mean, if somebody crashes...
Just a few minutes behind.
Yeah, if somebody crashes in Road Rash and he has to do another track, Shime will take that 3rd place, no problem.
Oh yeah. It's looking like St. Joe is about 40 seconds behind JKL right now in game time. Because they are both on the same track, both got the same bike, both pretty much doing the same. Oh,
Ooh.
St. Joe taking a bumper hit, fender bender.
Commentator curse right there.
I know, I shouldn't have said anything. I'm sorry, St. Joe. But he can't hear me.
That's true.
Yo, when Enigma does marbles, it's awesome. Just saying in the chat. Yo, St. Joe taking some flight. Because that's the cool thing about this game too, is that there are certain objects if you hit, it'll kind of launch you up and you can take advantage of that, because when you're in the air, you can soar and it kind of increases your speed cap.
Oh. Did not know that.
Yeah. So if you're at like high speed coming up to one of the big hills and you kind of fly off it and someone else is slowing down, like the AI is like kind of programmed to slow down on a big hill so that way it doesn't launch itself, because it runs the risk of a percentage of crashing. But since we're not AI and we can just take advantage of things on the fly, if you hit a jump at high speed, you can kind of jiggle back and forth between left and right a little bit, and then kind of pushes you a little forward. You'll soar past everyone. It's pretty funny.
I don't know, Paul. It looks like your type of game. I do know that Osomatsu was a manga turned anime turned video game. But I definitely think it's a Paul Saltine type of game.
Yes, Bad Coast. Just don't land turning, because then that'll... Boom!
And there we go. We have
right,
all
yeah.
4 runners on Road Rash.
Awesome.
This is going great.
God, I love these graphics so much.
Look at that
Detail in
jump.
the backgrounds.
Damn. Oh.
Whoa, 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 Nar, whoa!
Whoa.
Oh,
that
no! Busted! See, this is a chance for Sheem to catch up.
Yeah.
This is exactly
He's
what we were
busted.
talking about.
Gnar was not
only
happy
does
with
he
that.
have to do, I think he has to do the last track that he was just on over again. But I don't know if it's going to count, and I don't know if he's going to have to repeat it again, because the closer you get to the end of the circuit, you'll have a message come up in between the races that says, oh, you only have 2 more races to qualify to move on to circuit 2 or something like that.
Okay.
So I'm curious to see if it'll affect him like that, or if it just kind of is like, no, you just got to redo the track. Uh-oh, JKL taking a big hit right there, but the bike is luckily close.
Pretty close.
Yeah, St. Joe had a wipeout right around the time Nar did. His bike went flying from all the way back down to, what is that, 18th place? Oh, now he's back into 9th place. So
already,
slowly getting back into this race. 7th. There we go.
Luckily,
Both these runners are fantastic.
Oh yeah, they're able to pick up things on the fly. Very good at picking up the backups, because the further along you go in the circuit, the longer the tracks become. That's why I say to kind of take the more difficult ones first, because it'll still average around 3.5 minutes, just because those tracks are designed to be longer, but they're not going to be extended longer like most of these tracks are right now. And it's not by a lot either. It's very minute, but it's enough to notice.
Gekijou losing some time again with a crash.
And it's looking like St. Joe is in 3rd place, so he is going to qualify no matter what if he just keeps it up and he doesn't have any slip-ups.
Yeah, Gekijou is not in qualifying position right now, and he's almost done with the track, so he has to or hurry up or he has to do another track.
See, look at that. Take his advantage of that jump over there, takes advantage of that jump over there, and he's still kind of in mode, bumping over. Just, no! Uh-oh.
Yikes. Finishes in 4th. See how this affects the outcome to Road Rash, but this is why it's so exciting to throw these heavy RNG runs into races like this. You know, it's not all about memorization. You know, like Faust said, some of these strats are on the fly, just dealing with what the game's throwing at them. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Road Rash Trio?
Just
man,
survival
I feel sorry
games,
for anyone
basically.
taking on Road Rash 3. That game is something. And it's St. Joe's 2nd place.
Nice.
So he is technically ahead of JKL right now.
He is.
Now, I'm not sure if it's going to pull some shenanigery and say that JKL can just move on. I don't know, but we'll see.
I need to see how this plays out.
Gennard taking a crash right before the finish, and he's in 4th place, so let's hope he can catch up.
I believe Sheem just placed in that track as well, so he's moving on to Hawaii right now.
Okay.
So he's only 1 track behind Nar, and
Nar
Nar
not
unfortunately
getting
did not
that 3rd
qualify
place
for that one. So
Nar is
this
shaking his head, man. He's shaking his head.
Sheem has a chance to catch up now.
Yeah.
And this is looking like St. Joe might be able to pull ahead. The road, it depends, Bruzy. The Road Rash on PS1, there were many ones. There's like a cartoony one, and then there's like a 3D one that was also on the Sega Saturn. And it just looks like, kind of like the characters in Shinobi Legions, like that Mortal Kombat graphics on bikes. Just kind of like cut and pasted onto it.
Any cutscenes like Legion?
I'm not sure. I believe so. And all these people doing like hype things with like modern rock music back in the day.
Road Rash FMV. I gotta check that out. Incredible. Yeah, Road Rash cutscene %. Get on that, no diggity.
We're just gonna create a whole stream of speedrun cutscene %.
Hey, actually, that's a great idea for a marathon.
I think we just stumbled upon something, folks, so stay tuned for that. See, no diggity already. JKL in 6th place currently, but he is still at the beginning of this track.
Plenty of time.
Go is pulling fast ahead into 1st place.
He is killing some Road Rash over here.
Yes, he is.
Into 1st place.
And I must say,
Open
St.
road.
Joe is taking a lot of the advantage of running his bike into other people's bikes. So it seems that paid off, or maybe he just got used to using that strat and knew what to do.
Ooh.
Oh no, JKL taking a big hit.
I could not see that car. That was also some really bad luck for him, unfortunately.
Yeah, that was extremely bad luck.
So guys, as I posted in the channel, don't forget to follow these runners. They're all very cool streamers, very nice personalities, all very good people and very open. And make sure to check them out. Just say hello in the chat or say good luck, and just leave if you don't feel like staying. And give them that good old follow because they definitely deserve it.
Right, FF7 taking it from Sega.
There we go. We got our first runner into New Zealand story.
All right, St. Joe. Moving on.
Quite a lead.
Pulling ahead.
Yeah.
Yes, he is in quite a lead because I do believe that JKL had to do that track over again to qualify.
Yeah, it seems like it. Yeah.
And there we go. He is off. Waited the 45 seconds, and this game's a lot of fun. Super adorable, and I'm always a big fan of type of puzzle games. You got to find the best route, and I can understand completely why Sheen Gabriel fell in love with this game and committed a lot of time into putting some good PBs down.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this is just a very, as I said, like a cute little puzzle game, and I also appreciate games like this where you can. Well, I mean, the speedrun was pretty good. Pretty optimized already, but there was still some optimizations possible. You have this nice little clip you can do, as Shime just did there, and it's just a super fun game to play. Obviously, there's also warps, like in this stage that he comes in right now. If you would go a little bit more to the right and you shoot in the middle somewhere, you will be able to find a warp, and then you can beat the game fairly fast. But he's now taking
world records.
Yeah.
Thank you, Solo.
I think he kind of just took a depth right there. I think that was what that was. It looked like he kind of manipulated the depth to put him in a proper position to get up there. Yeah. That was interesting.
Absolutely. There are going to be some really nice death abuses in this game.
Which makes it
a lot of cool struts.
Which makes it nice and short. You just basically have to hold up to a certain corner that you want to clip through. Then you just go to an enemy that kills you, and then you get into your balloon kind of thing to put you back up in the game, and that just puts you right into the wall there where you were pushing up, and that makes this category very fast, so that's very nice for them.
I never got into this game, but I kind of looked it up a few years ago on the leaderboards, and I was always very surprised how the Sega Genesis Mega Drive leaderboard is almost completely bare for New Zealand story, whereas some of the other consoles have runners. So it's hopefully, it's great to see Sheen pick it up. Hopefully other runners pick it up too, because it's a game that definitely needs to get a little more exposure.
Whoa. St. Joe already on Spider-Man?
Yeah.
He's cooking through it. Okay, guys, so this run is very interesting. He's going to try and do a clip through a wall right here. And it requires... Oh, he didn't make it. It requires doing a very specific input of a jump to get him at the right height.
How much time does that save, Faust, if he was able to get it?
It saves about 15 seconds.
Okay.
But they do a backup strat that chunks off about 5 seconds from that, so I'd say he lost about 10 seconds right there, but it's not that bad. Nice. I started using my grenade strat for the switch. Awesome.
And this is also going to be another quick game, just a few minutes.
All right, so he didn't get the first initial hit, but let's see if he's going for this. Oh, there we go. No, he needs to be careful on his usage of grenades right now because he did use a lot more blue grenades than I would have suggested by at this point, but he is going to get a blue grenade pickup at the next section. So let's see him try and do this clip right here. So he's going to try and wall stick onto the edge of that platform right there. And then press up. Nope.
Oh.
Oh, they're doing something new. Oh, they're trying to avoid him. Oh, see? This is something that I didn't even know about.
Look like a nice backup strat there.
That's not a backup strat. That's a new strat. That's cut through half the level.
Whoa.
I didn't even know about that one.
No wonder world records were getting crushed in this game.
I know. I'm going to have to try that. Y'all better watch out. 6:30 incoming.
See it, man.
at this one. Oh, he almost had it. That would have been a one and done. That would have been sick. There it is. That one's one of the harder ones to pull off. This stuff right here is pretty easy. They're going to try a different route where they go up and they do the switch up here and then they go down and take out the go-kart. I do something different, which I think is a little faster, which is going through and doing the switch and getting underneath. Oh, Joe doing the backup like that. All right. He's skipping the go-kart altogether. That is a little harder to pull with the bridge being like that, but interesting.
Yeah, this game, the strats in this speedrun, this looks like a great speedrun. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of fun to route too. Me and Rudd Johns, we spent a lot of time finicking with it. He discovered how to implement a lot of those clips and zips consistently. So, and then I just kind of routed out like a safer route. These guys have shown this part. This is a new section of the route right there that St. Joe just pulled. It's actually fairly easy.
Excellent.
I've been actually pulling it off in mine as well. It's just great to see all these new strats like that. That skip to Rhino, I did not know that we could pull something like that off. That's just awesome. So,
breaking games.
Yeah, it's very nice that they found so many new strats. That's very cool.
That's the best part about this event. Now I can reap the benefits.
Gekijou still a little bit struggling here, but he's in second place for that one race. I saw Shime also take a little bit of a crash here, but he's still in third place, so he's good to go. Gnarblast also second place, so they're going to finish out this race. No problem, even though Gekijou still has a little way to go.
Oh, and Shime takes a crash and busted as soon as...
Oh,
I'm sorry.
That's not good. Sheem.
Oh, yeah.
See, now Sheem is going back, I believe, to the place that it was. See? So he's checking to see which ones he's qualified on. See? So he's making sure. So he's like, oh, no, I just got busted on Alaska, so I have to go back to Alaska. So he doesn't want to go through the whole thing and then do it again. He just wants to get it done and over with.
Makes sense.
All right, so St. Joe moving on to one of the fastest levels in this game. You literally traverse up the building to the roof, and then you're just going to spam a bunch of grenades on this. It's a xenomorph, okay? They call it an alien spider slayer, but it's a xenomorph, okay? Don't sue Ridley Scott.
Alien Spider Slayer? That's really the name?
Yes.
Wow. That's nice.
Must have took a whole
He's an
day.
intergalactic... It says that he's an intergalactic bounty hunter.
Okay, alright.
Yeah, Geiger's been ripped off in video games. I can't imagine what video games would look like without H.R. Geiger in the Alien movies.
Oh, for real. Props to him. His art and the design of that enemy itself and all the creepiness and the ooziness of it.
Mm-hmm.
Sega Genesis games had that. There was a level like that in every Sega Genesis game.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go,
JKL on to New Zealand.
Level.
Yeah.
Oh, JKL moving on New Zealand. Oh, Gnarblast is taking a big loss right there. But luckily,
that's quite the jog.
But luckily, it's just in the beginning of the level. He's still got another about 2.5 minutes left on it on the in-game timer. So he's also got the other bike. So I do believe he can make up to at least third place before the finish line.
Yeah, he can do it.
Oh yeah, I believe so. All right, so St. Joe right now, he got all these key cards from all the enemies, so now he's inserting the key cards in Ravencroft to kind of put the barrier back on it. I don't know, I guess that's what it is, to prevent these villains from escaping again. But now he's going to have the Venom fight. Let's see if they have any new strats for Venom, and if they do, that'd be interesting because he's a finicky guy.
Gekijou not having the best start here, but
don't believe it is anything new. believe it is. This strat is pretty much consistent. It's the cheese. It's the only way to get certain damage on him because Venom will not take damage unless he is in the air.
I love when games change the rules on you at the final boss.
It's great.
Yeah, I know. Like, all the other bosses, it was like, okay, there's just a brief window of, like, invincibility frames. This one, it's like, no, there's constant iframes until I jump.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like Gnarblast got to 3rd place here.
Nice.
Little
oh, that cop almost crushed. Yeah, whip the cop, Gnar. That's right.
Road Rash.
JKL not doing
cop
great
almost
here.
crushed him too.
JKL little.
We got the panda. Sheen getting that panda. Oh, and St. Joe moving on to Double Dragon 2, the Revenge. This one,
incredible.
I don't know how well he
St.
is at
Joe.
this one. This might slow him down. So
It
let's
will
see.
slow
If
him
he's
down.
really good at it, he's soaring. If not, then this might be a chance for the other racers to pull ahead.
It will literally slow him down just by playing it, but I mean...
JKL also going for the Death Warps.
Yeah, no problem. He had a very sloppy run, though, in the New Zealand story. He died at many places that he shouldn't die, but he got through him, so he's good to go.
Yeah. I noticed that there was just a couple of little mistakes, but game's over. He's on to Spider-Man now. He's just a game behind St. Joe.
He's even watching the stream.
Such a long intro scene for Double Dragon. Got a lot of story they got to get out of the way.
Looking like JKL's moving on to Spider-Man. Now, he currently has the world record time, so he might be making up some time right now.
Yeah, let's see it.
St. Joe's run was extremely well, but he did have a few little hiccups that I know that JKL can make up on. So let's see.
Joe
Like this
also-
clip right here. Let's see if he gets it.
I think Joe also pulling off these Double Dragon specials, so he obviously has put some time into this game, and hopefully he can keep this lead because, like you said, with JKL, the world record holder, he's going to make up some time here.
Yeah, and he just did. He got that clip that St. Joe did not, so he is automatically 10 seconds faster than St. Joe's run of Spider-Man. So it's interesting to see what's going to happen. And his Dr. Octopus fight was not as good, so let's see if JKL has a better fare. Well, it's looking pretty much the same, so currently his is about 10 seconds faster than St. Joe's, but still, anything can happen. Oh, JKL taking a different route.
He's got those Spidey moves down.
Oh, so he's taking the intended route. This is also the route that I utilize, but he's also losing a little bit of time now in comparison to Joe's. So I'd say that his is now a little bit slower than St. Joe's, especially since he just whiffed on those grenade hits. Uh-oh, JKL's Spider-Man game is not cooperating with him. Let's see if he can come back from this.
Yeah, and St. Joe on to mission 2 of Double Dragon, so he can be on to the next game soon if he keeps up this pace.
Yeah, St. Joe, a big contender out of nowhere, and it was all in Road Rash. Road Rash was the decider, and I believe JKL said in the beginning of the stream that Road Rash would be the decider for the beginning.
He did, yeah.
We kind of had a feeling about that, and, I'm glad that it was placed early enough into the marathon that, it's not a complete killer for, a pro like JKL. He definitely has the skills in the next, 8 games to, get back into this thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it all comes down to magical Taruruto. Taruruto, I don't know. It all comes down to magical. Okay? The last game of this race. Because the game before it is fairly straightforward and all the runners are going to be able to blaze through it. But Magical is where all of them are going to have to be on their top A game.
And there's no major skips. You got to play all the way through it. You just got to, nail every single strat. It's a tough one.
Yeah, it's pretty tough.
What's interesting is I believe Makin said that it was pretty easy for him to learn it. So Curious to see if his power came back on. That'd be interesting to see. That's right, Sheem moving on up. I believe he is closing in on Nar. I think Nar has been struggling to qualify in a few of these tracks.
Yeah, he's not really happy, but I mean, Road Rash 2 can be rough. He's now in good position, at least 3rd place, but he is 6.5 minutes behind his current PB on all the games, so because of Road Rash 2.
Interesting about Road Rash and MEGA16 is, we were kind of torn where we had, Mother Brain thought maybe just a couple races, and Faust is saying, oh, we need to do a whole circuit. And we kind of left it up to the runners, and they all responded, let's do a whole circuit. You never get enough of a racing game for these marathons. It's always very short. So, it's double-sided. You definitely get more Road Rash, but, it can be a run killer if some very bad RNG comes your way out of nowhere.
Absolutely.
Just don't give up, gentlemen. Keep persevering.
Oh, that's right. One thing, that's for sure. And we always listen to the community. This is not like, we made up the game, so this is how it's going to be. No, I mean, we're all in this together, and we want to make it as fun as much as possible for everyone. So,
absolutely.
And see, the good thing about this now, though, is that even though there's a clear 1st and 2nd place, and a 3rd and 4th, and like we said, it could all change because all these games have very unforgiving sections. But now, it's interesting is that now we can see a race between 1st and 2nd place and 3rd and 4th going on at the same time. So now we can root for each individual person that we kind of want to, as opposed to just the first person who's ahead of everyone else. So that's also a kind of plus to this kind of thing going on right now.
Yeah.
Ooh, Senshi here on the boss now. If he can pull off
bad
a few
codes.
of these.
They have to do all 5. They have to complete level 1.
Narblast getting through there finally. Very nice.
And St. Joe,
New Zealand,
finishing off Double Dragon.
Very
Incredible.
nice.
Well. Moving on to Daze.
That's the first half of the list. St. Joe completed the first half of the list in an hour.
Awesome.
Unbelievable pace.
Great pace, actually.
He's doing great.
And JKL moving on to the Venom fight. Let's see if he's got something up his sleeve, something different, or if he goes with the same strats that St. Joe and I imply. Oh, see, he got the nice dive kick off the first, so he's going to not have to do an extra one during the dive. Oh, he did a low kick. That might mess up something, unless he's got something else planned out. But I do believe that's going to kind of mess up Venom's health and damage register, because it's a very odd thing.
But hey, who cares? We get this beautiful Christmas music. It's snowing outside.
That's right.
Let's get all back into the warm, cozy feelings of sitting at home. Have our fireplace up. Get some good old coffee or cacao or chocolate milk or whatever you like. And unwrap some presents. Because this game is cool.
And make some presents.
You can also turn into Satan. So that's cool too. This is still strange.
I know. Such a strange concept. But an interesting game. It's not a bad game at all.
No, it's very good. But it can be a little challenging. It's one of those games that just feels, or at least for me, like a little too many leaps of faith, aka a little bit too much zoomed in.
Yes, I think that is a good way of saying it.
Yeah.
That was the issue I was having too with it.
Yeah, for sure. But other than that, like once you know where to go, because I mean, once you're gonna speedrun it, you're gonna learn exactly where to jump and whatnot. It's not too bad, and you can, as you can see by St. Joe's gameplay right now, you can skip a lot of sections by just falling down and know exactly where to land, which makes it a very cool speed game, and it just looks very fluent too.
And GG to JKL, who got a 642 new world record in Spider-Man.
Nice.
Nice.
Speaking of world records in marathons, GG again to Faust for your Legions world record at a GDQ event. That's just ridiculous.
Oh.
Yeah, that was Weren't expecting that one. Nice, and JKL moving on to double dragging.
Also a new world record in that.
Short work of that.
He did the full game and got the world record in Double Dragon 2 for this. While practicing for this.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Excellent. Oh, looking like they're whooping him right now, though. Taking that special out, get the mace. And St. Joe moving quickly through this days before Christmas.
I love this run animation, this Santa run animation. It's just so, it just makes my heart filled with cheer and Christmassy feelings.
Right? Yeah, I agree. It's a happy Santa.
Save Christmas, Santa! Get that evil snowman.
It's a hard fight.
Wow, what a strat. I didn't even know you could do that. Boing, 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 boing.
That face. Oh my god, that needs to be an emote. And Santa face, too funny.
Nice. She moving on to New Zealand story. He'll be out of this one quickly, as he's been making strides in this game lately.
Yeah.
And then he'll be moving on to Spider-Man, which Narblast is quickly moving on to the second stage of.
Yeah, we got another world record holder there, Sheem, on New Zealand story. So everyone take a look at a pro down on the bottom right. I mean, look how fast he just blazed through 1-1. This should be a very, very quick game for him.
Now St. Joe dropping some presents off. And we got the British flag because of Australia, I guess.
It looks like the British flag, but it isn't.
Is it the Australian flag?
That's the Australian flag.
It's just so...
Is it? Is it though? I'm not sure.
Well, it's like a balloon.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sorry to Australians.
Good thing Lucha Jim is not here.
I'm sorry.
Oh, there's Satan.
Nice. Narblast got that in the second attempt.
Awesome. Satan Claws on the way in the sewers here. Well, JKL climbs the tower, fights the three ninjas. And Shime is about to finish up here with the whale skip to go to the next game as well.
Oh yeah, Sheem is a Sega god when it comes to speedrunning these.
Alright.
No, there's a lot of games that he picks up and just grinds down.
Okay.
Top tier.
Yeah, it seems like he's always on a new project every month, grinding down some new game and scoring world records. Great runner. All these guys are, really, and we've said it so many times before, everyone should definitely be following them. If you love watching top-notch Sega speedruns.
Just follow all the runners, really.
Yeah.
Oh, Senjo taking the death.
Gamer reel. Oh, I love it. You gotta share that with Sheem. He'd love that too.
St. Joe, I believe, took a death.
Yeah, he took the death. Two deaths at the same place. Now took it safe there.
He's got a little room to breathe, so it's probably something that he's not too worried about if he knows where everyone else is. But if he doesn't, and he thinks they're on the same pace, then if panic starts to set in, he might be costing himself.
That's true. But the other side, you don't want to leave that window too open by going safe. Pros like JKL behind you. JKL on the mission 2 boss here. Gets it done. Oh, I am curious if other runners have other streamers up, like if St. Joe has JKL up or vice versa. Personally, there's no way I could do that, but I could see some of the more people with the competitive spirit having some of the other streamers' windows open. Yeah, not for every race that is allowed, basically, but for the most part, like I've done some big 20s in the past, and I just like to not know where my competitors are. Just chill. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that would definitely be my approach.
It would make me too panicky. I wouldn't want to know.
Exactly. Like once you know that somebody's the same stage as you, it's like, oh no, please.
Yeah, I remember whenever we were doing the Shinobi-thon and I was racing Radman on Master System Shinobi, and we're all in Discord, and I completely took out my headphones. I was like, I don't want to hear the commentary. I don't want to hear where I am, Radman, nothing. And we're both blowing the game, and it's just going to shit, and everyone's trying to get a hold of me, and I'm not on Discord anymore, and they're like, how can we get a hold of Booster?
Yeah, that was fun.
I mean, that can happen.
So after that part, it was amazing.
Oh,
It
it's
was one of
smooth
the best.
sailing. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It was incredible after that.
Oh, nice clip there.
And like Nar's coming up on the last stage of Spider-Man, so he's going to be coming out of that one soon and moving on to Double Dragon 2.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, JKL.
Sheen trying to.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, JKL and Daze. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
St. Joe.
Ace is a long
He's
one,
coming
though.
up behind you. It is a long one. It isn't too short. But I do believe aren't there like shortcuts and stuff like that in certain warp doors?
Not my no.
No? Then I just suck at the game.
It's alright, we all suck at this game.
Yeah, I mean,
Using that magic, stopping that can of soda or something. Oh, it's a chocolate coin.
Stopwatch.
chocolate
Okay.
stopwatch, I guess.
I would have guessed stopwatch.
Yeah, from Beauty and the Beast. It's like sort of animated like that.
Well, he's chocolate.
Sega, once again, stealing someone else's IP.
Mach and X's power is back, he says in chat.
Oh, right.
So interesting to see if he pulls up.
I mean, if he has to start from the second game and all the other players are done at that point, well, it's an easy raid/host target, obviously, once the stream would be cut.
Great idea. We know where we
Exactly.
finish up. Especially since Faust was talking about his magical Taruruto-kun run, and
Yeah.
that should be fun to see.
Yes.
At least that's what he said in Discord. He said it was pretty easy for him, so
That's good.
curious to see it.
I think it's a pretty tough game, but if somebody thinks it's easy, then awesome. I think Solo Jetman is easy, but a lot of people think that game is really tough. So it all
Oh yeah,
depends
there's
what you.
many games like Lion King, for example. I find that game hard as shit.
I like
Then
that
you
game.
get someone like ZG and 8, they're gonna fucking blast through that.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
here's the face.
And welcome, Age. Just to kind of tell you a little bit about MEGA16. This is race number 6, so they've been running it for 6 years. And we gave these runners 5 weeks. We announced the list 5 weeks ago in this set order with set goals. And on Discord, they were able to share strats and compare top times. And so everyone kind of had the same amount of time, the 5 weeks, to in the same order to grind down these games. And it's been a lot of fun, really close, and I'm glad that everybody can join us this Saturday.
Yeah.
Best stage
Also for-
JKL is talking about. I do love the backgrounds in this stage. We
I like
got
the
Santa
music.
flying the reindeer.
The
Mhm.
whiskey pouring.
It's only got
You mean
2.
lemonade? Go ahead. Go ahead.
8. That'd be funny if one of them had a red nose.
Mm.
Like, okay.
Let's see what he did there.
Chiki.
St. Joe is almost at the end
Sweet
here.
boring stage. Oh.
Ooh,
Oh!
that was not a good
There
fall.
by St. John.
Ready, Santa.
JKL is now in the Satan sewers, so he's like what is it behind? Like 5 minutes behind St. Joe. So he's doing
Yeah, I
good here.
believe so.
Oh, nice clip there.
Can't
from
get
St. Joe.
enough of this run animation. I just love how the weight shifts. It's not a static, front of
mean-
the other. They put some love into this game.
For sure. And I mean, it's a thick belly. I mean, you gotta balance it out somehow. And,
When was this released?
It was pretty late. I think, what, 95? Was it that late? I guess I can look it up here. I'm on the internet.
Oh, you are?
Are we all?
Yeah, I'm on the internet.
94 it was released,
94, okay.
and it was
Wow.
released in Australia by Sunsoft.
Aussies got it.
And the Super NES kids, the Super NES kids got it in Europe and Australia. The Genesis and the SNES kids in North America did not get it at all on either system.
Poor kids. No Santa Claus for them. Too offensive with Satan, probably.
They just assume that North American kids don't like Christmas and Santa, I guess.
Yeah.
Weird call.
Yeah, weird. Because it is... Isn't that like... started at all in the US, really? For like Santa and Christmas?
Oh, I believe it. Yeah, consumerism. I guarantee, Christmas catalogs. I bet it was like Macy's or something.
Coca-Cola was like, let's make something up, and then boom, there's Santa Claus, and
Santa does wear Coca-Cola colors. Wow, you just blew my mind there.
Yeah, I think they made it up. Like Coca-Cola was like, we need a mascot to sell some more cola, and then what do you know? Christmas is the biggest thing, so let's put it there. Bam.
Yeah.
Easy.
Coca-Cola presents Christmas.
Yeah, that will be hilarious. I need a T-shirt like that now. That would be great.
Just the polar bears too. They're the new Santa Clauses.
Right. Hey, who doesn't love polar bears?
Yeah. Well, kind of scary beasts.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say I don't want to be in front of one.
No.
Well, there we go. Bad Coast informs us Santa is German.
Oh,
that makes sense. I know the whole the Christmas tree. I knew that was a German tradition, so that makes sense. They came up with Santa too. Oh man, they've stole so much from Beauty and the Beast in this game. There's a punching candlestick holder. Looks just like the Beauty and the Beast candlestick holder.
Yeah. A lot of it is very looks very alike for sure.
Mm-hmm. Got that Disney feel. Very, very cute.
Yeah.
Blink, 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 blink.
And we just thought, like, with Christmas times, with the 5 weeks they had as practice, we had to have a Christmas game, and this is the only one, and
I agree. I thought it was a great inclusion, and when we announced it, I think there were some groans, but as I followed along in Discord, I don't think anyone came away hating the game.
No.
But I always like to ask. We'll ask the runners when they finish, what they liked, what they hated. So it'll be interesting to see what most of these runners did not like.
Team. On the
Final Venom fight. Yeah.
Very nice.
And he's got the cheese strat down. He knows what to do. I'd be embarrassed if I was Venom. Like, just let Spider-Man stand in place and take you down.
Here's Shinjo and the mouse. About to be done with the game.
Joe.
Affectionately called Louie.
Boom. Take that, Louie.
That a bat or a baguette?
I hope it's a baguette.
I'm saying it's a baguette.
Also has like a pointy tip on the bottom, so almost looks like a pencil or something, like a baguette pencil. I don't know. But he got him down, no problem. So
turns into Christmas presents. I love it.
Narblast also starting up days before Christmas.
Yep.
Moving on.
Winners don't sell repros. That's what it said there. Anyway.
Looks like JKL. I saw the continue screen. I'm guessing maybe he game overed and he had to continue this level again.
Now, St. Joe, moving on to Battle Golfer. This will be a fun
Such
one.
a great game.
You're not even going to try the third word.
and another game that acquired some new world records over the course of practice for the MEGA16. So this should be a good one. Of course, it's 4-stroke play is the only category set I keep begging Ztox to open up and run the story mode because it's hilarious and the villains are ridiculous and it's a really fun game.
Yeah. Yeah, this is we chose to only do 9 holes, so it's halfway. You got a nice eagle there. Wow, that was a great shot.
No kidding. All pro.
And the music is so enjoyable in this game too. It's just a very cool game. It's a nice golf game.
Mm-hmm. You know,
like
this
is a game that I play casually now. It's fun. It's relaxing. It's like
Yeah. In terms of golf games, I love golf games, and how this one stacks up to the others I play. It's very easy to pick up. It's very user friendly. You know, after a couple of rounds, you know, you can get pretty good at it. So, like Faust said, it's a fun, casual game. Just chill down.
Yeah.
And like you said, the story mode is hilarious.
It's hilarious. The guy that wears like the suit of armor or whatever that is. Oh my god! And they're all hitting on her, and she's like 15.
It's like Ace Attorney with golf.
There you go. There's some big dark underlying secret behind battle golfing, and oh my god, it's hilarious.
Oh, he's not getting the shots here, Sinjo. A little stuck here on the side of the water.
Yeah, you know, golf games can sometimes do that. Depending on your ball placement, it can screw you around and show no mercy. Like, work properly.
Work with me. Damn winds.
Yeah, you know, was it you, Faust, that said watch the winds? He's got 14 miles per hour going against his face. That's tough.
Yeah, man, you got to get a lot of power in, and you got to adjust because this wind is no joke in this game.
And it's all RNG.
Oh yeah,
it's something that you can't practice for. You just got to run with it.
I think it changes every single shot too. So even if you take one shot and the wind's a certain direction, the next shot you take is going to have a completely different wind direction and speed.
That was a heck of a shot there. St. Joe just bounced it off the little pixel of land over the water onto the green.
Even the girl was cheering, so that's good.
An estimated time, you know, it's going to be around the 2.5 hour mark, is what our guessing is. So maybe probably under that. But I would say here in the next hour, we'll have a winner.
Yeah, I would guess like the top runner would be 2 hours and 45.
So... Oh yeah, 2 hours is
almost 3 hours.
If St. Joe kicks it through everything else the next few, he'll be done soon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You could put off the laundry. All right, man.
I'm glad we could accommodate. Ooh.
The water has it this far.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get it in fast and look at that shot though. Wow.
Double drag is tough, as you can see from Sheen's screen. Some of these hitboxes are just infuriating.
Yeah.
But he's getting it done.
Give me a second, let's get the golf clap here.
Nicely done. Oh, another nice hit by St. Joe. Any subs in chat? Let's throw up some Arnie GGs when we complete this golf game. Oh, he hit the pin.
That was crazy.
Oh, incredible. Oh, we are seeing some tremendous golf.
That deserves a clap.
Ooh, just hangs on. Very nice. I'm guessing this was also a game St. John enjoyed just from the looks of his skill. He is doing a great job on this.
Yeah, for sure.
That's all right. You can throw them out anytime, guys. I think that's probably better. Oh, yeah, these greens can be a little tricky. They don't read as well as some of the other golf games.
Well, Senjo finishes
they just
it.
have to feel it. Yep.
JKL starts
That was
it.
9 on Earthworm Gym.
Ooh. And Gnarblast
As
following the same
JKL's
pit.
waiting to play here, so he is 1 game behind.
Okay, yeah.
Not too far.
Groovy.
Groovy.
So JKL is the new world record holder for this game for 18 holes.
That's correct, because that's the only category is 18 holes.
Yeah. And, yeah, Earthworm Jim 2. I'm not really familiar with the game itself for the most part. I've only played the first one. But the first one was already in a previous MEGA16. That was MEGA16 3, 4-ish. Not sure. Somewhere. So yeah, obviously 2 had to be in here as well. And this is just one that I've never played. I did play 1, and but it looks like a very cool game. I did try it out, obviously, for the whole winning condition. It plays very similar. Has some cool secrets, and that's good.
I've only played 1 as well until this, and this was the first time I really only tried 2. And, you know, it controls very much the same way, looks great, the animation's fabulous, super weird.
Top notch.
Everything an Earthworm Jim game should be.
Yeah, I mean, the cartoon was fun too. If I recall correctly. I haven't seen it since, but we did have this here. But luckily there's no, what is that called again? We have to fly through that space funnel, basically.
The Asteroid Andy.
Yeah.
You know, and instead of the Asteroid Andy in this one, you have the puppy catching. So, you know, they still have that same type of repetitive mini game that, you know, kind of bookends the levels. So it kind of still keeps the same type of spirit with this one as well.
Yeah.
Puppy catching was worse. Yeah, I could agree with that. You know, I didn't think anything could get worse than the Andy asteroids, but probably.
Probably. I kind of like it though.
It's such a hard game, you know, and nothing against those mini games, honestly, because when you think of it as an overall game, it's a cool inclusion. I think where the problem comes from is that Earthworm Jim is such a tough game that as soon as you advance in the levels and then you game over and have to start it again, you're just like, oh, I got to go through these again. I just want to get back to the level that, you know, I'm learning. And
yeah, it's pretty punishing.
Yeah, punishing. That's the right word.
But hey, I mean, I'm quite used to that, so I try to beat many NES games that usually don't have continues in the first place. So you get like 1 or 2 lives. But
yeah, no kidding. Your NES quest is just the definition of an insane in person. You know, nobody. I don't know how you get through some of those games without continues or.
It's just
patience. Oh my goodness.
Patience and perseverance. That's all you need.
Yeah, 2 things I don't have.
Oh, I also don't have patience, but I just keep going. I just keep going. Like I'm like a pit bull. When I sink my teeth in it, I will not let go, and yeah, till it's done.
I love it.
But in the meantime, we have Shime and Gnarblast both on days before Christmas, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, thick into it as well, and you know, JKL's doing making pretty good work of Battle Golfer.
Yeah,
so
he's already
he
on the 8th
joining St. Joe soon in Earthworm Jim. So, you know, again, it's going to come down to these last few games, and I could see a lead change or 2 happening.
Yeah, because JKL is making up a lot of time here, and we still have so many games coming up. Earthworm Jim is one where you could potentially lose a lot of time. depending on how that goes. But Sailor Moon, like I don't know which characters they're gonna pick. And Magical Taruruto-kun is obviously, it's a long game, and that's a pretty punishing game too, where you could easily die really because you don't have that many health points at the start. So that is a thing to watch out for sure. And Pepenga Pengo is not really one that you can lose a lot of time in. But you can win a lot of time if you have like some decent strats in that, even though most of it is a little bit of RNG, so some luck involved there. So yeah, we can definitely see some lead changes. And only for the better. And I mean, Shime, who actually said like, I'm not sure if we should join this, I'm not maybe gonna do good. And look at him, he's already almost halfway done and finds the end of the pit right there. So that's pretty good.
You need to stop talking about Shime, it sounds like. You're just cursing him left and right over here. No, the quality of these runners, I mean, you know, as race organizers, you know, you're always hoping, you know, to get a really good turnout. And, you know, with the new year and everything's going, you know, it's hard to blame some of these runners for pulling out last minute. But honestly, even though the quantity might not be the number we were hoping, the quality is fabulous. These guys are incredible, as you can see from their gameplay. And again, they only had 5 weeks to learn all these games, and they're just crushing it.
It's not easy.
Yeah, the puppy, any what do they call that? There's a word. Help me out, guys. The escort, any escort stage in any game should be immediately taken out and destroyed. So yeah, the Peter puppy and Earthworm Gym 1. Although if you've seen the speed run strats for that, I don't know what the setup is, but essentially at the very beginning of that level, there's a way to either kill Peter puppy or glitch it out to where you don't have to escort him to the end, and then you just run towards the end. And it's actually in the speed run, it's a very easy, except for the opening strat, but if you're able to get that and race to the end, it's a very quick level.
Okay. I mean, if you don't like escort game, you will not like Eat the Cat, and you will not like Ren and Stimpy on NES, because that is only escort missions. that's it. It's the whole game. Luckily we have to
I've never played either of those, but I loved Eek the Cat, the cartoon, growing up.
Yeah, for sure. But the game itself is it's really bad. It's just, I was hoping for a good game. I know a friend of mine rented it back in the day, and it was like, yo, I got Eek the Cat, and we were watching that show too, and yeah, then we played it, and we were like, oh, okay.
Yeah, the one of the toughest things as a 80s or 90s kids were that all the licensed property games were the worst, or you know, not all of them, but majority of them are. So you're super excited as a kid that, oh, this got made into a game, it's going to be the greatest game ever. And it usually was the worst game ever.
Yep.
Yeah, JKL rocking Earthworm Gym.
Yeah, he's already very far.
No kidding.
Meanwhile, also Gnarblast in the Satan Sewers here, so he is 25 minutes behind JKL, who is roughly 4 minutes behind Senjo, and Shime is roughly 5 minutes behind Gnar, so it's not that far apart from each other.
Yeah, his Spider-Man run was god tier. World record right here on the MEGA16 marathon race. Incredible.
Oh, was it really a world record?
World record.
Oh. I thought you were kidding around, but okay, shit. That's crazy.
Well, yeah. It's where JKL was able to make up a bit of time. Oh, the water.
The water?
Oh, on Days Before Christmas, he fell into the water, and you know.
Oh.
This game's very unforgiving. Anyone who's ever tried Days Before Christmas, it looks like a fun platformer. It is, but it can be long and very unforgiving.
Yeah, it's a little tough. It's very, very easy to die, basically. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
God, Earthworm Jim's so weird.
Yeah, I think they're gonna try to do a clip here. I saw Gekijou practice this a little bit. Not sure how it works, but let's see if it's gonna work out for him. I don't even know if he's gonna go for it, because he was like, I might not go for this, but you need to take a certain damage boost off these floating ships, and you can sort of clip through the wall here. So let's see if he's gonna go for that. It's a little further ahead. The stage make me feel very uncomfortable with those walls. It's a little weird.
Yeah, gives you the heebie-jeebies a little bit.
Yeah, like, oh, it's starting to itch under your skin a little. Yeah, this is Sonata number 14, right? The song here. What is it called?
Moonlight Sonata.
Is that what it's called?
If that's 14, I actually don't have any game audio.
Oh, okay.
I'm just listening on the Discord call. But I see Beethoven in chat, and
Yeah.
I think that's Moonlight.
Bro.
Just flipping these puppies around. They got to get the bomb to the other side. That's the whole point of these mini games.
Yeah.
There we go.
And then dog becomes angry, basically.
Mm-hmm. Ruby. Looks like Nara's on the stopwatch boss there.
Yeah, this chocolate stopwatch.
The chocolate stopwatch.
Wouldn't it be a pocket watch?
Oh, pocket watch. There we go. Yeah, pocket watch.
Would make more sense to me. Take the bomb. Here we go.
Yep. There we go.
The weird pseudo 3D like flying simulator part. It's such a weird part. Compared to like everything has like super big sprites in the game, all of a sudden you have this tiny sprites for a game like this.
I do love that the water effects.
Yeah, it's good.
It looks so great.
Yeah.
Everything about this game looks fantastic.
Who needs Mode 7 where you have this? I mean,
I agree. By the time these late release, again, Mega Drive games are coming out, 96, even 97.
yeah.
God, I mean, they could have gone 10 more years based on what they were able to do with the hardware. I mean, it looks great. I would have loved a whole, 100 more games that were developed in this time that were this quality. That this, console didn't have to die. It's just what they're able to do.
It lived long. Incredible. It lived long in Brazil. Like that's where it like was still booming, still up until this day, actually.
Yeah, and the Master System, Tech Toys still making games. Incredible.
Even though those games are not always good, like I remember Crazy Rasmus playing a couple on ESA, like some Brazilian only games, and not the best, but there were also good games in there. And I think it's just awesome that there is actually still like that they're still alive there. That's just great.
And there's such a lot of Sega love. We still have developers making games, or Genesis Mega Drive, like Xenocrisis just came out a year or two ago.
Tanglewood was the one.
Like 5 years before that. And then even on Master System, there's a community called SMS Power, and they even have yearly contests about homebrew games and
nice.
New games. And so there's a lot of Sega love, a lot of young and up and coming developers that are still making titles, whether they're homebrews or even professional release games. It's an exciting time to be a Sega fan.
Absolutely. And Gekijou, by the way, got the clip there in Earthworm Team 2. He nailed that one.
All right, talked over. We were building it up for so long.
Yeah, well, I mean, he did it though, so that's good. And in the meantime, Shime done with it. He got through that part, no problem. Up to the first puzzle game here.
Yeah, Pengo.
Oh, Paprium?
All
No,
right.
Bacon. That game doesn't exist. It's not real. Well, that was a recently released game with like a release party, and there's some big backstory behind that, and not in a good way. So. Yeah, that's right, Mula. Pengo, man. It's a good puzzle game. Is it again Game Boy too? I wouldn't be surprised. Game Boy had like.
And look at those graphics at the opening. They went for the the kind of the 3D sprite build.
Sonic 3D-ish.
Kind of like what Toy Story or Sonic or KC, stuff like that. So very ambitious, just even on the title screen.
Yeah. So in this game, you gotta destroy or feint all the enemies in the stage, and then you win. And that's all you need to do. And then there's a boss.
Yeah, you can't destroy them. They can't be hurt permanently. This is too innocent of a game. They just faint.
That's why I'm saying feint. They faint. Like a Pokemon. Or they get exiled. Like, I don't know, but they're not on the board anymore. Meanwhile, Gnar is actually making up some ground here. So pretty good. Shime also not too far behind. Don't die now because I mentioned you. Okay, good.
I'm glad he got past that section.
Yeah, exactly. I was talking and I was like, oh, it's a bad spot.
Right. Instant death all around him.
Yeah.
Great platforming on this Days Before Christmas. It's just one of those, games meant to be speed ran. You start on the left side of the screen, you got to get to the right side of the screen. Just very basic. You don't have to locate anything or destroy anybody. You just get to the end. Oh,
oof.
And JKL about to finish off Earthworm Jim as well. He's getting real close to getting to Pengo, so definitely making up some ground, slowly but surely.
Yeah, he's doing good. Like, seriously, it's I'm surprised how well he caught up here. And in the meantime, also, Gnarblast is going for Louie the Mouse. He's in the current stage towards that boss. And the first boss here for St. Joe, it's a walrus. They skipped the walrus, but not in this one. Very straightforward boss, not too hard. And as you can see, you can drop your own ice blocks here with the one button, and then you can use them to kick them around. A little bit like Kickle Cubicle on NES. You have the same sort of deal. But this time it's just way cuter because you're a penguin. So,
Penguins always make everything better.
Yes. Gekijou also on Pengo here.
Oh, and the Dyna. Here we go.
Yeah.
What's Ness? Exactly.
Yeah, some sort of console-ish. With Super Mario Sonic on it. And after that came the Super Genesis NES, I believe. So it's pretty good.
Nicely done by Gnar there.
Yeah, he's going for the boss.
Yep.
Louie the Mouse with the baguette.
Oh, nice save there by Sheen there.
Is it Shime? Is it Shame? Is it like I heard like multiple pronunciations?
It's Sheen Gabriel.
Sheen.
So it reads like Shine, but it reads like, or it's spoken like Sheen.
Okay.
Nice.
There's the baguette.
Baguette in chat.
Sheem
the machine.
Yeah. Alright, there we go. Done for Gnar Blast with Louie the mouse. So now he's gonna go for some Battle Golfer. He can finally relax a little bit.
He can Arnie Palmer, tea and lemonade, and sit back and enjoy. Man, this level's being real difficult to Sheem now that we've talked so much about him.
Yeah,
we need to just
let's
ignore
not
that
talk
he's
about
playing
him.
altogether.
Yeah.
Can we just take his screen off? Let's just cut away from him.
Alright, let's do that.
Help him.
Alright, then here we go for the final part for Senjo here with the little puzzle game.
Yeah, the Dino boss.
Yeah.
Looks so angry but so cute. Yes. Look at that hit animation. Amazing.
Yeah, it's so very
It's the
fun.
charm.
And then he turns
Into Dino Bones. Look at that. They didn't have to do that little bit of effort, but they did, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Chiki time. Paul is hyped.
Oh yeah, Chiki boys.
This might be the best game in this lineup. I'm
Very
definitely
good.
biased because I'm a cheeky boy, but this should be a game that's on everyone's to-do list at some point, even just casually. It's just a lot of fun to play.
I'll leave it up to you. You are the Chiki boys master, or at least knowledgeable guide.
I wish I was. This is a game I do want to run, and
Okay.
I do need to make time to run. But the biggest thing is that they're going to be picking this red twin, as they call him, because he has the more powerful magic.
Okay.
This stuff was all said at the pre-show, but just in case you missed it, you'll see them going after these chests, and these chests have coins in them, and the coin drops are all RNG based. And as a speedrunner, Paul Saltine can definitely tell you how frustrating it can be to be on a run and not collect enough coins, and still be on a good run, but I got to reset because I didn't get the gold RNG. So that whole point is that you want to stock up after each level on magic that you have to buy.
Okay.
And so you'll see here at the very end of this drop down, there's a few chests that we're going to want big coins. So far, we've only seen these small coins. And there we go. That wasn't bad. So that way he can get to the upgraded magics.
Okay.
But these boss fights are a lot of fun too, because there's not too many Genesis games that want you to mash. And this is such a fun game to mash. You just go to town. Look at this. Just whack.
Nice.
A lot of fun.
That's the best.
Anybody can do this. Yeah, it is the best. There we go. Bless that RNG. Yeah, Paul's got it. And we're going to see quite a bit of this game. I'm really happy with the length of this goal, because we're going to get to see quite a bit of it. At the very beginning of this game, you give 3, let's call them tutorial levels, and it is a Capcom game, so you can pick any one of the 3 to start with. And once you beat these 3, that's when you really start getting into this game, and the difficulty will start amping up. And we're going to get to this Dracula boss that Paul's affectionately called the Flasher. He will flash you.
Oh, right. Yeah.
when he gets hit.
Yeah.
So, if we have any, PG age audience members, you might want to look away.
Yeah.
Shield your eyes.
Oh, but JKL, I've been over here admiring the Chiki, and JKL
Yeah,
on
he's
the
already
Dino
done.
boss just finished him off. Incredible. We have our second Chiki boy.
Very nice. Looks like Faust is back as well. Welcome back.
Yes. Could be anyone's game still. Because Sailor Moon, both of them are pretty much going to be doing the same thing. So it's going to be real tight on that one. And Ren and Stimpy, I believe it's the same for both of them. So like I said, it's all going to come down to magical.
I love it. Coming down to the last game. That's how every marathon race should be. It's just
Absolutely.
exciting all the way through. We got Sheem down there on Louie the mouse. Hopefully, I shouldn't have mentioned it. Hopefully, you can get this KO.
We didn't mention his name. No.
That's right. That's right. Something's happening down there, but we might have our second battle golfer. So we got 2 competitors down below that are also pretty tight. That should have a tight finish. So again, top to bottom, but then exciting race.
Yes, Mr. PUBG, there are other racers. There is an SRL race chat that they are all in.
Here we go. Louie into presence.
MEGA16 has forfeited the race. First of all, because of the completely power outage, and he lost 10 minutes because of road crash. So he was like, I don't want to do it anymore.
It's tough, you get to race day and anything can go wrong, and it can be, very tough. Just bad luck's thrown your way, and I
don't think I've ever completed a Sega 16, Mega 16, or like multiple game race ever. So
you should
I definitely feel that pain. I consider myself to be a pretty well-versed speedrunner, and I still find them extremely difficult.
It is very fun to do though. Like,
oh yeah,
it's a very open, welcoming community for any multiple game race, and the community around it, just getting all the games to know and to learn and sharing the threads is the best part of a race like this.
I agree. Everyone is so helpful to make sure that everyone knows what to do in each section, and there to make sure that it's very fair playing field. No one's strat hiding or anything like that. So, and I think that goes
except when your name is Yogi.
All the Sega community. Yeah, yeah, right. I've been grinding in the background, and nobody knows this yet, but I have all the world records in all these 16 games and all new strats that no one's ever seen before.
Over. Oh no! This is the point. JKL is gonna take over.
Oh,
this is tough too, because he's gonna start from the very beginning and get through this. So this is not a it's a Capcom game. It's like Chip and Dale, or any of the Capcom games where it's like Mega Man. Oh, this looks cute and fun, and no, I'm gonna kick your ass now. So it's it can be a tough game. Look at all these enemy sprites they're throwing at them, all these projectiles. It's a tough game.
You start with just one life.
You have to collect. Yeah, so
you get one continue, but you can buy continues at the store, but it's a lot of gold.
I see.
Exactly. And then whenever you're needing to keep your money for magic, so it can be one of those things where if you get a lot of great RNG, you can pick up the magic and a continue if you need it. But if they didn't give you the coins, you're pretty much just out there struggling.
It's pretty rude, man. But okay, yeah. I mean, what you said, it's Capcom, so it's gonna be tough.
Pretty rude. This game sucks you in with its charm, and I've actually never beaten this game for how much I've loved it, because it is that difficult. I am saying it live to all 56 people that are watching this now. I have no shame to say that this game's difficult.
But don't count the race over yet. Just because St. Joe took that death doesn't mean that he's not going to come back. I'm telling you. Something's going to happen in Magical. And don't count the other racers out, too. Nara's on Earthworm, so he's only got to get through this, and then he's on Pepengo, and then he's in the same boat.
Yeah, he's,
the same thing could happen to JKL here, too. He could take a death in Chiki and have to start from scratch, and, again, we'll have another lead change. Chiki bounty win. I think that's up to you, Paul. Are you throwing out a bounty? Yeah, we have bounty challenges. We'll probably have them more frequently, but we don't want them overlapping. But we have a X-Men 2 bounty challenge for the Genesis that A-Frame started, the world record holder, and we've got some great new strats and runners on this game, and it's just some of the levels are broken wide open with some of these new strats, and it's been really cool. And I have heard rumblings of runners wanting to offer bounties on other games. So, that's another reason to join the Sega crew. Keep your eye on these bounty challenges that more and more runners are going to want to get involved with or even start.
So I should do that with Shadow of the Beast. Start a bounty for that one.
Shadow of the Beast.
Yeah. I love that game.
X-Men 2 Bounty has been super cool. I'm almost there. I just gotta learn the clone fights, and then I'm gonna be putting up a solid time.
Yeah, Joe died.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I believe that you are right, Izzy. The racers are definitely playing a little safe here, but I think it's because they're so close to the end. They don't want to keep messing up too much here. Oh, no. That's not too bad for Joe, though. Just one little death. Deaths in Chiki aren't too bad. It's the continuing that's bad.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, in a marathon setting like this, you gotta play it safe at some point. It's not the best idea to always go for like the hardest threats, because that can cost you in the end.
Well, and by this point too, we're close to the 2-hour mark. Fatigue's obviously going to set in a little bit. You've been, so focused in for nearly 2 hours that this is right when maybe your mind starts to wander, or maybe your tummy starts to get hungry, or can I grab that glass of water real quick while I'm waiting for this boss fight? So, sometimes we start seeing mistakes later in these races just because of fatigue, and
it's just natural.
You run so competitively this long, something's bound to happen. But this is a great Chiki run by JKL.
They're doing really good.
Yeah, right?
I believe this is the last guy, right?
No, we still
get one.
Yeah, we still have another. Yeah. So this guy's gonna throw out a bunch of peanuts, we'll call them.
He has like the green peanuts. Well, he's holding a green burger.
Peanuts.
Similar enemy in Crusader of Senti. If you guys have ever seen that game, there's a boss that kind of looks like the beans.
That was in a previous MEGA16 actually. So.
Yeah, that's Sega's Zelda game. That's a great game.
Yeah, what I said also in MEGA16 number 5, because it's a great game, super fun.
Nicely done, JKL.
Yeah.
He's popcorn. And now the hidden castle's been revealed.
Dracula.
Another reason why this game is fun, Chiki boys, and I think why it has a lot of appeal to speedrunners, is there's a few water stages in this game, but they play like flying stages. There's not real water mechanics where you're like, oh no, I'm going to drown, or it's floaty. I mean, you're still just doing what you're doing before, whacking stuff around and looking cool.
But that's also a super colorful game. Mechanics are perfect, There's nothing wrong with this game. It's a little tough, yeah, sure, but many good games
There's
are hard.
Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
It controls feel great. It looks beautiful. You're right about that.
Yeah.
The colors, it just has a lot of eye appeal.
Very vibrant. Alright. Joe on the orange dragon, no problem.
And that's what I love about these races is there's on any console you could say the same thing. There's a lot of sleeper games that good or bad can be fun to play. And usually we know the top 50 games of each console, and that might be it. And so once you get into these deeper races and you have to start, going after some of more of the hidden gems, they're a lot of fun to watch. And, that's what this is all about.
But that's also the main reason why these multiple races are fun. Because you usually pick like a certain game or certain games that are not really that familiar. And they're just super fun. Like you picked it up for the first time, you find out that that's actually a very good hidden gem, and you just want to get into it and play that after you're done, like we did with this one, with the Jurassic Park, like the world record, Spider-Man, you know, the Battle Golfers, just unknown games, but a lot of fun.
You know, it's really cool to see first opinions. I remember when Battle Golfer was first announced, and I remember chat, and I think JKL as well, just like, oh really, what's this game? I don't know about this. It's a speedrun game. And then, you know, a week goes by and he has the world record. He's talking about how much he loves it. He's over there saying you should have 18 holes of it instead of 9 because he loves it that much. And you know, you have Shima over there falling in love with New Zealand story, a game he wasn't familiar with, maybe a game he might not have ever played in his life before, and you know, it's become one of his favorites.
Love it. All right, looks like JKL is good to go. Meanwhile, Sinjo is not too far behind though.
No, not at all. He's also entered the dungeon here.
Yeah. Bless you.
Excuse me. It's a little bit of auto-scrolling, and Chiki. This isn't the only stage with it. There's a longer auto-scroller later on, too. So one of the only downfalls as a speedrun game. I know some people dislike auto-scrollers, and you know, it's hard to blame them.
Yeah, it's just a little boring sometimes, you know, especially with a speedrun. You're like, oh, okay, well, here we go for 2 minutes, just do nothing for the most part, you know. But you like it better like this, CG? Good man. It's for the
Funny,
time.
I know some speedrunners, when they get to an auto scroller, you know, like in a GDQ setting, or you know, even on their stream, it's like, oh, it's break time, you know, I don't have to worry. I always get, you know, more intensified during an auto scroller because I just know it's like, oh man, if I mess this up, it's a reset. You know, I'm not gonna, you know,
do it
just
again.
Take that 4-minute loss. It's like, oh god, you know. So I'm usually even more intensified at the point.
Yeah, especially with a live
setting.
Speedrunners. Yeah. If you're doing it on your channel, it's like, yeah, whatever, not a big deal. When it's a live setting, you gotta do an auto scroller. That's tense, man.
And that was a heck of a boss fight by JKL, who just took out the Flasher.
Did you close your eyes?
Moving on to Sailor Moon.
Yeah, Sailor Moon time. Bishoujo Senshi.
Yeah, there you go. There you go, JKL. That's who you want.
The strongest. Yeah,
That's
like
Sailor.
we had Sailor Moon here, but I really didn't watch it back in the day. I was watching Samurai Pizza Cats instead. We had that too. We had Sailor Moon and Samurai Pizza Cats. Well, that's a very easy choice for me.
Nice. Sheem getting that clip up there in that Earthworm gym too.
Oh, you got it? That's nice.
Yep.
Alright, Joe moving up to the Skelly boss.
He's just got to go through Sailor Moon, then Ren and Stimpy, and then he's on to the difficult game.
Yeah. that answer from Mula. Which sailor did you had a crush on as a kid? And he said Popeye. Yeah, that's a sailor, all right. Alright, St. Joe with the flasher as well. Do a pretty good job here. No problems. That 1 health left though, but he nailed it. He's good to go. So he's off to Sailor Moon as well. Gnarblast pretty close to the end here to Earthworm Gym. And Sheem not too far behind. So he's gonna go to the Flying King. And then Gnarblast is also off to Pepenga Pengo. So he's only 2 games behind. That's pretty good, man. That's really good. Considering he doesn't have like the best Road Rash game. He's doing a great job here.
Yeah, Gnar really struggled with Road Rash. That one really caused him a lot of setbacks. But yeah, like you said, he's been making up a lot of progress.
Yeah, I'm surprised that he's doing so well. He also got a whole lot of gold splits in his times as well. So doing good. Yeah, St. Joe is catching up all right.
Yep.
But yeah, this game, it's fun. It's like a nice little simple beat 'em up. Nothing too crazy. Looks nice. It's Sailor Moon, you know. It's good. I don't know what else to say about this, really. It's just like, you know, we want to give the people a little bit of a lightweight game before they go into the harder games. Even though Ren and Stimpy would not be the hardest, because it's just like a little bit of platforming, but it's good. But Taruruto-kun is just... it's just a hard game, so you gotta get some light games before you get there. Multiple hard games in a row has proven, like by previous races, that is not really favorable. And it puts a lot of stress on you, so you can mess up like the games that are after that are maybe even be easier. But just because you had so much stress because of that game, you know, it becomes hard. Just gotta get some easy games in there. Hey there, Yogi.
Moving on to Pengo.
Yeah.
And St. Joe taking that elevator ride.
Nice.
Of course, every beat 'em up has an elevator ride.
Yeah, why don't?
I don't even know anymore.
I know in Batman, actually, he just takes the stairs instead. He's like, no, man, I'm not taking that elevator. I'm taking the stairs.
Oh, JKL getting tossed around by them big clown guys for a second, but he makes quick work with the fan.
Okay. Who's winning? JKL is a little bit in the lead over St. Joe. Yes, that's right. And in 3rd place we have Gnarblast, and in 4th place we have Sheem. We had some change-ups. There's some change-ups in Double Dragon in Road Rash 2. But Road Rash 2 is a pretty tough game. And yeah, the rest was just because of Chiki boys. St. Joe lost the lead. And everything else was pretty close to each other. Like a maximum of 5 minutes between the 1st and the 2nd place runner. Gnarblast making up a lot of time. He had a very tough time with Road Rash 2 as well. But he's doing really well in the other games after that. And same goes for Sheem. We also had another person who was power dropped. He had great PBs on the list, but unfortunately he had to forfeit because, well, you know, if your power goes out, then you cannot really race. And yeah, that's where we are. Yeah, and a world record by JKL. It's just a casual world record in Spider-Man. Looks like Sheem is almost done with the puppy throw. Making sure that they all live. Well, almost all of them. And JKL done with the cake stage. I feel like I have to subscribe to Apollo now. I need that sleeper mode. A piece of easy, yeah. Or was the easy stage a piece of cake? Looks like Sheem is also trying to get this clip here in the wall. Let's see if he gets it. So he's trying to pull this, looks like a sheep to me, to follow him a little bit so he can get like very close to the wall. Unfortunately, the sheep bounced off the bumper, so he cannot quite get that. So he has to just go around. So normally he would just try to get into the wall, get a damage boost, then you get inside the wall, and then he can skip this whole portion that he has to do now. And saves like 20 seconds or even longer. But yeah, now you just have to...
when you got to deal with those bumpers like that, it can take a lot longer to get through here.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, come on.
Meanwhile, Gekijou kicking some ass here. The robot clown and the trucks. I don't know if it's a... Looks like a robot clown, and he's in the factory stage here. The goal for this. I'm sorry?
Just making quick work of this game.
Yeah, he is actually.
I always love pastry levels like the one St. Joe's on.
Same.
Always looks so yummy.
Yeah. They also have that in Land of Illusion. No, not Land of Illusion. World of Illusion.
World of Illusion. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And for the Nintendo people out there, the Do Re Mi Fantasy has a few pastry levels.
Oh, yeah, I know that game. That's Super Famicom only, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty cool game. Pretty expensive too, if I recall correctly. Yeah,
I have a Twitch friend, Skittlebrow. He just finished off his complete Super Famicom collection.
Oh, sick.
Right?
That's a lot of games. What will be the total for that?
I can't even imagine.
Well, more than 1,000 maybe. Probably. So yeah, here we go for Gekijou. Getting close to the end here.
The Tex, the real boss.
Yeah.
Nice.
There we go.
There we
Very
go.
nice.
On to Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah, it's your game.
All right. It's log. Log. It's big. It's heavy. It's wood.
I want some powdered toast, man. That's all I want.
All right, so let's see if he's gonna go on normal, hard. Yep, easy.
Easy, yeah.
Take more damage, boost through everything. The board rules for Ren and Stimpy don't state that you have to choose any difficulty, but most of the runners run on hard. But for speed run, safety, and marathon, go with easy because you can take more hits.
Yeah, for sure.
What's the advantage of running it on hard? Why do most runners run the hard category?
I think it's more or less just to show chops, just to be like, hey, look, it's the hardest difficulty.
Some swag points.
Was the best opening stage for JKL right there. It took a lot of hits on the lawnmowers. There is a pattern that you can make it to where you only get hit by the last one before the powdered toast one. So, but let's see if he can get this clip coming up soon. Should be able to if he's been practicing everything else. Yep, he's gonna go for it, and there it is.
Nice.
Nice.
No problem.
Yeah, first try.
But yeah, what you said earlier, this is definitely the best Ren and Stimpy game. Also considering that all the other ones kind of suck, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
Like if you want to have like a good time, remember the shows how they were. Just play this game and forget about all the other ones. They don't exist anymore. Just play this and you know, have a good time. It's pretty hilarious. It has a lot of cameos towards the show itself. And yeah, it's good. It's awesome. Plays really well.
Yeah, I think the other Ren and Stimpy games just try to get too clever. You know, this one's just really straightforward. You know, the humor comes from the animation of the characters and their special abilities, and where the game can just simply be a fun game.
Yeah.
Not trying to do too much.
All right, Gnar
Yeah,
Blast.
like I said, they each have different interactions with each other too. So like, one thing that Ren will do is he'll smack Stimpy and call him a stupid idiot.
Oh yeah,
but it doesn't do anything in the game.
That's great.
Other than that, it's just there for your own comedic, like, for you to laugh at.
Well, for the wrestling stage, weren't you trying to go for as many slaps? You had like a goal to get like 100 slaps and get them all there or something.
Yeah. And basically, what I did was I slapped him 100 times, and it was through what was it? It was like the wrestling stage is when I did a majority of it. So it was like the whole game I'm playing it normally, and then I get to the wrestling guys, and I just started smacking him the whole time. So the whole time the wrestling's going, you just hear, "You stupid idiot! You stupid idiot! You stupid idiot!"
Yeah, I don't know if that was a new clip. I've never seen it before, actually, Bacon.
Yeah, I think that is extremely new. I've never seen that before. I don't even think that's in any of the runs that are on the board.
I love it. All these new strats, giving new life to these great games.
Yeah, Gekijou is definitely the one who finds out some new strats usually. He did the same for previous MEGA16s, for example, in Mega or in Shadow Blasters. He also found some new strats, which made the game hot and spicy again on the leaderboards.
Yeah, he's a god gamer, and he's on a quest to stream every day for a year or two. So you know he's putting a lot of time into these games. He's just madman.
Yeah,
He's taking some hiccups here on the city level, but I don't think it's going to be enough to where St. Joe can come back too quick. But St. Joe is now on Ren and Stimpy, so he is kind of on his heels.
Gnar making quick work of the Chiki Dragon Boss. Gotta go fight some green peanuts.
Alright, now JKL is the only auto-scroller in this game, and it's for about 40 seconds. Another good reason why this game is good.
yeah. Alright, Sheen going to Pengo.
Nice. She making up some time, man.
Yeah.
Not too far behind. Pingu's a quick game. Gnar's not too far into Chiki, so not too far away from each other.
But they're doing great, man. Their catch-up game is on point. They just the second half of the list so far, they're doing way better, or at least very good. And also looking at their splits, that's way better than they did before. JKL trying that clip there. Nice.
Nice, got it. It was a little finicky, but he still got the... St. Joe got the clip.
Nice.
I believe there's going to be a clip right here that JKL is going to try as well.
Yep,
and he got it. Nice.
Oh man. Oh, look
now,
at that.
That one has been known. I think he kind of busted up just a tad. I think he could have pushed him out a little further, but I think he's trying to play it a little safe.
Yeah, nonetheless, though, it's pretty good.
Oh yeah. Ooh. Nice, abusing that damage The damage animation does something funny. It doesn't matter where you get hit. It kind of keeps them in the same area, like they're on a flat plane, even if they're in air. So JKL is abusing that, and he's doing a second special jump. It's kind of hard to pull off that brain perp trick. Yeah, a little trouble there, but now it's like literally just sitting around. See, yeah, you stupid idiot. You stupid idiot.
That's how you validate the run, is you got to slap Stimpy around in the wrestling ring.
Absolutely.
So this must be something that St. Joe and JKL have worked on with this game, because I have not seen anyone else pull this thing off. This is just absolutely bonkers.
Stupid idiot.
So now JKL's moving on to the Great Outdoors, and it's pretty much a combination of all the creepy, twisted, psychosis episodes of Ren and Stimpy in one.
Yeah, those are very, very strange, but very memorable as well.
Mm-hmm.
Pulling out the teeth and the vein, and the nerves and everything, like oof.
Mm-hmm. Everyone remembers that, and they made a whole level around it. I love it. Of course, the Rapunzel episode, climbing up the nose hair.
Yep. Hark, hark, he hearkened to her. Read me a bedtime story. Read it yourself. And so now, basically the whole premise of this game was Stimpy made this invention, it exploded, all the pieces scattered across memorable locations in Ren and Stimpy's universe. They have to go collect them all and rebuild the machine, because it kind of made them, like, tiny. I don't know. It makes no sense, because everything is life-size until you're at the invention level, where you're, like, the size of a fly in comparison to this machine.
Yeah.
So what he's doing is he's trying to turn the machine back on now that all the parts are collected. Or turn it off, one or the other. I forget. Yeah, I think it's on.
Oh.
Or is it off? No, it is off. Yeah, trying to turn the machine off. Ow.
Thanks for the heads up, Bacon.
2 hours in, 2 hours in and 20 minutes, you know, Tech falls asleep a little bit.
So now JKL is done with Ren and Stimpy, moving on to Magical.
Hey, final game.
This is where it could be either a make or break. He's either going to fly through this no problem, or he's going to have problems, and St. Joe's going to catch up.
Yep.
Sega. It's such a cute Sega that the intro screen has.
Yeah.
I love this game. I know it's very kiddie, but you know the humor's kiddie too, and there's a lot of charm with that. You'll see that with some of the boss fights. Really cool.
Nice. St. Joe got that clip too.
Awesome.
Leave everything to me.
Since you're not giving up.
Nope.
Look at this game. Look at this game. So cute. Very technical too, with the jump and flying.
Already took a hit.
Yeah.
See?
There's plenty of opportunity to pick up health, but it's like, you know, we were saying in the pre-show, just got to know where every single enemy placement is, so you know where exactly to glide, where you can't glide, and...
Oh, St. Joe falling back down. That's not good.
Oh no, taking a big loss right there. Them trying them strats with the dump in the air strats. They're crazy.
Any of these, anytime you have a vertical platforming, it can always get tough. The skill, the maneuver as quick as you can through it.
Oh, JKL losing a little bit of speed right there, taking another hit, playing it safe for the end, because if he was to take that hit, he'd have to take that entire screen over again.
Yeah, that
luckily he made it on the boss. Now all he has to do is just kind of sit there, jump over that line when it comes near him, and then that's pretty much it.
And this
Joe not far behind at all.
No,
and this boss right here is probably the main reason why this game was never released in North America. You got a helicopter shooting up a school. It would never let parents would never let me have this game.
Yeah, that's no.
They shoot up a school with a helicopter. Why? You're going to church school on Sunday.
And then Narc on NES is just fine. Get some drug dealers and punch him in the face, or shoot him with double machine guns. You know, that's fine. That's okay.
The soccer boss is whack. He's so terrible. This is the instant run killer. This guy right here.
Oh, it's fine.
Such a great boss design, though.
The kill is so hard to pull off.
Look at that.
Got a good rhythm here, though. Nice.
Yeah, it seems like it's just timing there, Bacon.
It is just timing, but the timing is not normal.
Okay.
Gotta find a good rhythm.
Okay.
The creepy mouse and the gums on the Ren and Stimpy. Nightmare fuel.
But look at the happy clouds though on the magical Taruruto-kun.
Oh yeah, I was about to say that's nightmare fuel, but the clouds with the small little smiley face, those aren't. That's nightmare fuel for me, man. Oh my god.
Ooh.
Imagine if you woke up and saw that outside. Like, what if clouds had faces and interacted with you?
Oh, took a death there. Giving a little bit of room for St. Joe to make a comeback.
Yeah, most definitely.
Luckily, the code is allowed though, so if they would game over, you know, they don't have to start all the way from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very true.
Because this game is brutal, man. Like, once you game over, you go back, man. There you go.
All the way to the beginning. St. Joe playing it safe. There is a trick where you can just skip ahead with Ren and just take the damage from the candle flames. But he's taking it safe because I believe he's only got like 2 more hits left of us. He's going to be game over. Well, life loss and do the stage all over again.
Oh.
Nope, yep, just 1 hit.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay, he's good. He's good.
Alright, there we go.
There we go.
St. Joe.
Clutch it out. Yeah, back to the start.
Runner to the final game.
Also going on. Nice. Now, JKL did have...
JKL definitely taking it slow on Magical. He's definitely playing it more safe than he has been in other games.
Great chance for St. Joe here to go ham and, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if St. Joe's got them fast strats on, then this could change it.
Yeah.
Because JKL is definitely taking the safe routes.
Well, Sheem almost done with the dinosaur.
Go.
And seems like Gnar is finishing up Chiki boys here.
Yeah, and Sheem's finishing up Pengo.
Yeah.
On the final boss here. Gotta do a sumo stomp. Oh, just missed him. Oh, he timed out.
Yeah. That can happen.
Why did I say his name? Why did I do that? That was my fault, guys.
You should have ignored it.
I said his name. Established that rule. I would really love to get an English translation of Magical just to figure out what is the story.
Yeah, if somebody could get onto it, that would be nice. Maybe Goldie could do it. He knows Japanese and he plays a lot of Mega Drive games.
That's true.
He would be the man.
Oh, nice.
It's looking like St. Joe is taking some safer strats as well, so I don't know if he's going to be able to make it up to JKL unless JKL starts fumbling and something
Boss
bad
fight there.
happens.
Oh, Junkyard Dave just tweeted that the the Apollo Sleeper should become the official Sega Crew logo.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. Maybe we should. We need some more in the chat though. I don't know how many Apollo subscribers are here, but spam them. Oh, the flasher is going down for Knabas here, hopefully.
We'll tie Apollo's name to Sega forever.
That's too funny.
I hear Apollo's picking a Sega game for ESA.
Oh, is he? Okay. Yeah, I'm with. I mean, I did that last year with the.
Yeah, with Demon Hunter.
Yeah, well, that was very cool.
Yeah, very cool. Very another really cool game. Great soundtrack. Great run during ESA too.
Yeah, it also I didn't want to place third, man, and I'm happy I didn't. I got nice second place. But that was a great race. That was super fun, and yeah, hopefully this time maybe around Shadow of the Beast will be accepted. I also submitted that, but didn't get accepted, so we'll just try it again.
Nice, looking like Narblast is running Sailor Moon on an English patch.
Oh.
So we saw everyone else running it on the original Japanese release, and I do know that there is a fan translation hack patch out there, and it looks like Nar is running it, which is pretty cool.
That's nice.
Now if I could just read that text. Won't let Yuma run this town? We'll take him down. I'm guessing there's two-player on.
But I think St. Joe can actually.
Nice kill there.
Like he might be making up some time.
Yeah, Senjo is doing really well here in this stage. He slowed down there a little bit, but other than that, he's doing. Never mind.
That's okay. That hit was
Yeah.
satiated. Got a health from it.
All right, shame.
We're almost to another Dracula boss.
Yeah, that is correct.
When in doubt, come up with a boss idea, just put Dracula in it.
Yeah, and bubbles.
Never
in the
fails.
game, so-
And bubbles. It never fails.
Release the bubbles.
I don't think we have enough deterrent objects throwing the bubbles.
Exactly. Okay, St. Joe's like 3 minutes behind, it seems like.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
Anything not a lot in this game.
And you got an auto scroller coming up here, so if you mess up here, this is a good chunk of time.
Yeah. And JKL is known for not liking auto scrollers.
This is definitely one of the worst. When I played this game casually,
This one's
I
hard.
despise this level.
Yeah, this one is not fun. Even JKL told me like we had to play this. Like he did this with B-Trim, I think, at ESA last year or 2 years ago, and they didn't get past this stage.
There's just a few setups where the game is really trolly, where they're gonna throw some monkeys at you right there at the same time giraffes are coming up, and they give you a few tight windows. And again, you know, if you fall off one of these clouds, you got to start this whole level again.
Yeah.
No way to speed
That's
it
a
up.
lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, the death of St. Joe there with the
Oh,
bombs.
St. Joe taking a death on that boss, not good.
The death
Yeah,
as
this
well
is
for
another
Shane.
one of those pattern bosses. If you can get them in a good pattern, you can kill him pretty quickly. But if you get out of that pattern, which St. Joe's getting out of it a little bit again, yeah. Oh,
he's
another hit there.
Oh, he got him.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, I thought so, but he's just
he's
using
just
the power.
using the magic. He's
Yeah.
got invincibility right now.
Smart idea. I mean,
Good call. Yeah.
Good call. Yeah, it's at that point, it's consistency over it's survivability. He knew he was going to get hit, and that would have been a game over, and then he would have to do it all over again.
Yeah.
All right, Sheen moving on to Chiki.
All right, he made it.
Or no, did he have to take a game over?
Yeah, he's
no.
wasn't able to finish it. Took a game over. It's a tough game, you know. The graphics are deceiving. It's just so cute and colorful, and I think it's going to be a good time. And it definitely.
It is a good time.
Right from the start, it'll tell you how difficult it is.
All the cute games are the hard games.
Yeah. Again, creators, man, evil. Hey there, Dodon. How you doing, man?
There's a really cool skip on this vertical platformer that when I was watching GDQ, they're absolutely nailed. So JKL definitely going the slower route, but super safe, super effective. And followed from there.
Here, I'm taking the magic right now. Just gonna eat damage, go through everything. It doesn't last too long though, that's the problem.
Yeah, that's pretty sure.
You gotta know when it does, and obviously he got a little overzealous there. He thought he had a little more time, but he clearly didn't, so he's probably gonna be taking it really safe for the rest of this level. There's a lot of obstacles that are gonna come into play. And oh no.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't help.
There's a few blind jumps in this game that can be absolute run killers.
Yeah.
That hand demon is just unbearably difficult.
Yeah, that's
nice. He nailed the jump over at that time.
Seems like it's good to go this time, though.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Mother Brain needs
What?
to sleep. Mother Brain just iron out. That's it from Mother Brain.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Now he's gotta be
Curtain ever
very
left or right.
careful because this is his last life. If he dies, then it's game over, and he's got to go all the way back to the beginning of the game. And he's on his last health. This is gonna. Oh no!
A little impatient with the.
Oh
pillars
no,
of
St.
lava.
Joe! St. Joe now in the lead. Oh no, he's got continues. He's got continues. Let's go.
You can also use the password
Don't say
I
system.
thought he already
three.
used them. I thought he already used them. Okay, he's got more opportunities now, so he's better. Oh no, JKL! Just take a deep breath, buddy.
Yeah, relax.
Just take a deep breath.
Yeah. Relax. Take some drinks, maybe. Take an extra sip of the whiskey you were drinking.
And St. Joe just a boss fight and an auto scroller behind at this point.
Yeah, JKL needs to watch out.
Wasn't able to get that platform though. That's a little bit of a time killer on St. Joe's screen. Don't get that timed out. You got to wait for the platform to come back down.
All right, there
Finally.
we go, JKL.
That mountain was
That
smoking
scene
something.
was very difficult for him. Cost him a lot of lives.
Yeah, there's another level stage, pretty close to that one, a water stage where there's a lot of insta-deaths, you know, just lurking around the corner like that. A lot of ways to get triple hit, and here it is right here. This is the stage that can also wreck your run rather
This
quickly.
stage, yeah. But it's so cute.
Nice. And right.
What?
Oh no! He's got to start the whole level over again, but he blazes through it, so it shouldn't be too big of a problem for him. Now he's got extra hits, but it is on his last life. But he does have one more continue. And now St. Joe is on that auto scroller, so it's about 2 stages behind him right now.
He got through those aliens really quickly this time.
Perfect.
Very nice.
Alright, so there's a little funny way to beat this guy. Let's see if he's got the quick kill going. Yep, do the magic. He's gonna pick that up and should be soon.
Love this boss spray.
Yeah, it's awesome. Bam.
There it is.
Right. Great fight.
Well done.
Wasn't the best stage 3 for JKL, but he still survived and he's still ahead of St. Joe.
Yep.
Let's go.
He lost a lot of time though. St. Joe is creeping up. He is creeping up.
Oh yes, he is. If St. Joe keeps playing safe and doesn't die too much and he starts picking it up, he could have a chance to overtake JKL. This is still anyone's game.
Still a few nasty levels that JKL has to get past as well. This game can be very unforgiving. Yeah, including this one in the later stages.
Oh, okay.
Good timing there.
Every time he does the magic, it looks like the same animation frame that he makes when he dies too. So I always freak out. I'm always like, he just died.
Here's particularly brutal because some of these jumps, the way they set them up to where you have to glide to get over, you have to memorize when it's coming up because with the large sprites, there's just not a lot of room on the screen for the level. So some of these jumps casually are impossible if you don't know what's coming up.
St. Joe taking a very good stage right there. He did take the slower route, but he did do it a little faster than JKL. Took no damage on the way in.
Let's see how he handles this.
Hopefully he had the better stage than JKL did for this one.
Oh man.
Oh. Hit right there. It's going to cost him his speed. JKL making quick work of that helicopter boss by Android 17.
Excellent. Joe just crushed that level. One little mistake, but other than that,
yeah,
no props.
Oh, messed up the glide flight. So he's gonna.
Oh, was trying to get the
death
health.
right here. It's way faster to take the death right there.
Yeah.
And to just start this section over and do the fast glide if you mess it up. Oh, he's just not even doing. He's foregoing it. Okay. Doesn't trust it. JKL did nail the glide. He got the glide strat on this level, and it was really smooth. He got it pretty much to the maximum effort that you can have with it.
That's still pretty good there.
Oh, it's still pretty good. Yeah, no. St. Joe's doing a phenomenal job with this game.
Meantime, Gnarblast almost at the last boss here for Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
Looks like he's good to go.
Ooh. Chiki, not doing too kind to Sheen right now, but he'll still make up time. I know he'll come back. I believe he's played Sailor Moon before, so I think he knows what to do in there. And I know Ren and Stimpy's easy for him, so.
Here we go to boss for St. Joe.
Don't believe he got in as many hits on that beginning strat as JKL, so this might be a little longer. I could be mistaken though.
Depends on this hit. Yeah.
See,
yeah.
Yep. See, he's got to do one, maybe 1 to 2 more. Yep, 1 more should do it.
The game over for Sheen. Chiki, no joke. I know that he didn't get to practice all the games. I wonder if he went in order. And some of these later games might give him some problems.
Well, that's not. It could be tough for him for the final game.
Definitely the gatekeeper for Sheen right now, but I still think he can persevere. It's a matter of his fortitude right now.
Yeah, he got this.
And now on the final boss for the goal. Has to get through all this text. so we can read for the first time.
St. Joe taking it extremely safe on this one in comparison to JKL, but he's still making it through in a quick time. No damage, still 3 hearts, 1 guy left, and I do believe he still has 1 continue. I do think he took a continue earlier on in the run.
This section that JKL's on is very difficult.
Oh, yes. This is the point where you see the record runners running it, and you're like, oh, it seems so simple, but when you play it, no. You get
done.
Smacked around quick. Nice. Narblast moving on to Ren and Stimpy.
Nice.
Wow, first try on that glide to get through that. Excellent job by JKL.
Yeah, great execution right there.
No, Narblast with a sick first scene of Ren and Stimpy. Didn't take a single hit.
It's coming back.
Oh, no, kind of messed up on the next one, but still. My compliments to him.
Who's that guy, the purple guy with the muscles, man? Who?
I don't know, but his face is hilarious when you hit him.
The Honda beats.
All right, JKL finishing strong.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Uh-oh. On JKL, you got... Oh, no!
Oh.
Well, that sounds good.
Alright. It's all good. Won't make this... Oh, no! He won't make the same mistake twice, I hope. Here he goes. That did a bunch of damage. He should only have to hit him like maybe a few more times. It shouldn't have to be a lot. Now they did that special.
Nice. I mean, on that jump hit can be a little tricky.
No. Oh no, this is very
nice.
This is very nice.
And clutch it.
There we go. He's in the middle.
Nice
He's
pattern.
in the rhythm.
Got the rhythm down.
Butthole clenchers.
Rhythm of the night.
There we go.
There we go. 245.
Nice.
We have a winner.
GG JKL.
GG.
Nice comeback. That road rash put you behind, and you came back.
Came back strong.
No kidding. He had a really good battle golfer to help him get back into it.
That Earthworm
his
gym run,
Spider-Man. Yeah, his Spider-Man was ridiculous. Really clean, Chiki. You know,
St. Joe had a really
Joe.
strong beginning game, but Chiki destroyed him. That was where the overall change was, because JKL did not falter during Chiki. I have a feeling that if St. Joe didn't game over during Chiki, he'd be the winner at this moment. So I'm going to go out there and say that my deciding game of this race was Chiki.
Yeah,
you know, a lot of problems. Not only did St. Joe, you know, take the death, which really, you're right. I mean, that put him too far behind. But you know, we've seen Sheem over there coming slowly back into the race, and then Chiki just becoming this roadblock. So yeah, definitely the most impactful game on this race.
Yeah.
And I thought it was going to be magical. I really did. I really thought that the last game was going to be the deciding factor, but lo and behold, it was actually Chiki sneaking in.
Well, you know, if if St. Joe was able to at least keep a little bit closer pace, we saw JKL struggle on a few of those magical levels, so it very easily could have been a difference maker if it was just a little bit closer.
Yeah, St. Joe, let's see it.
Because if he does this quick, that's going to be around a 3-minute difference between the two, and that's just crazy.
That's really good, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he finished about at 2:45.55, so it could be under 3 minutes, JKL.
Yeah, there we go. Wow, what a kill.
Joe.
Yeah,
GG,
what a
man.
boss fight.
So
that's incredible.
So about less than
2
3
minutes and 10 seconds. Yeah, 2:20, something like that. Very close. Incredible.
Clean stage to the final stage for him.
Yeah, that was a very clean kill. That was awesome. GG's, St. Joe, JKL. Everyone follow them. We're going to continue watching Nar and Sheem, see how they fare towards the end of this run.
Yeah, you want to get JKL in here for a little interview?
Last half of this game, but then he'll be moving on to the last game of the run. Sheem still has 3 more games to go after Chiki.
We'll be bringing on these racers as well for some interviews and find out their opinions about some of the games and races in here, about some of the trickier parts of the race or how they felt about it. It should be a lot of fun.
All right, we have JKL already, so I'm gonna. Oh, looks like Faust already went there. I just wanted to drag him in. I mean, it's that easy. Yeah, should we drag him in? Good old JKL?
Yeah, I told him that he can chill. It's up to you guys to drag him in. If you guys want to keep the stuff going or if you just want to start interviews, it's up to you guys.
I might as well start. I mean, still a long way to go for both of the races, and get the interviews in here while the race is going it's fine. That's always a good idea. You ready to, Booster?
Yeah, we'll change the game audio real quick.
Yeah, I did that.
Just give it one second.
I have the game audio
Here
now.
we are in the wrestling level. Hopefully, Narblast knows to slap Stimpy around to validate this run. I'm really worried that he's not going to get a single slap in.
Yeah. DNF.
Alright, so we're going to drag JKL in here and get his opinion on the MEGA16.
Alright.
So just 2 seconds and I'll drag him in. Everyone say hello to the winner of this year's MEGA16, JKL. Alright,
Hey.
JKL, welcome.
JKL.
GG's.
GG, man.
Hello people. Oh, I don't know how that happened.
Definite comeback.
Yeah, I was like after Road Rash, I just lost all motivation. But then I had a really good Spider-Man and a just really good runs, and I noticed like, oh, I'm catching like a minute per game. Maybe I can catch up just about Magical Taruruto-kun, I thought. But then I noticed that Joe died sadly in Chiki Boys. So
Yes.
that was a little bit sad.
Yes, it was sad, but that definitely was the point that helped switch it to where you could take back the lead from your previous defeat in Road Rash. So it was kind of a bittersweet moment for you, I take it.
Yeah, it was definitely a nice thing to happen for me. But I always liked the competition, so it would have been more fun if he could have not died, just let me continue, because I got into a very weird state after Chiki game there, because like before I was like, yeah, I'm going for everything, and then when I got the lead I was like nervous and didn't know, okay, should I go for this now? Should I go for this? That's why I messed up so much in Magical Taruruto-kun, because I tried changing my stretch to something safer, which wasn't safer because I hadn't practiced safe strats.
Ah, yep, and that's That's the thing about Magical, is that it is a game where once you got it down, your pattern of playing it and how you're moving through it, if you try to change it up in the slightest, it just shames you for it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, GG, sorry to interrupt, but GG to Sheem, he forfeited from the race just now.
GG Sheem.
So,
Narblast working on his magical run now. Be closing it out soon.
But yeah,
even though this was the race with the fewest racers, this is the most stressed out I've been after a race.
Oh, really? Well, I mean, you did great. So what are your thoughts about, like, what do you think was the best game in this list, and what do you think was, like, the worst game, personally, in this MEGA16 race?
Oh, let me pull up the list here.
Uh-huh.
The best game... I gotta say Pepenga Pengo is the best game. I even spent a day casual playing through the whole game, and the whole game is a lot better than the goal. Like, it's just an amazing Bomberman clone, basically.
Okay.
See, I told you guys that one was a hidden gem on a lot of best of Sega Genesis lists, and JKL here confirming that.
Yeah, and then I think most games were like equally good, but because of different reasons. Like I really liked Jurassic Park because of its yankiness, and Golden Axe I like because it's like it's Golden Axe. It's a good game.
Yeah.
But the game I least like, you probably already know.
No, tell me.
Road Rash.
Oh.
I hate that game.
A good old race
So
game.
what's that? We hear rumor mill that since you casually got a world record in Spider-Man today on easy, that you're gonna be moving on to normal?
I will see. I promise to run an NES game now after the MEGA16, but I will definitely return to Spider-Man because apparently I can grind it down a lot more, and I saw that St. Joe told me he had some secret strats he would share with me after the race, and I think he used them during the race. I just couldn't catch them and copy them right away.
Yeah, he did this weird trick where he skipped right to Rhino doing the upwards, the back or the upside down jumping during the beginning of Coney Island, where you can do the zip up top by the flamethrower guy. Instead, he just upside down jumped past over that little yellow and red striped cylinder, and then he was just right onto the broken roller coaster tracks, and then went right to Rhino. I was like, whoa, oh my god, I've never seen this. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about was the thing that you and Joe both did in Ren and Stimpy, and that was the trick in the aviary level during the zoo. I've never seen that on any runner who's run that game. I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen the task, but I don't even know if that's on the task. But if it is, how did you guys go about pulling that trick off? Like, holy crap.
Yeah, it's either in the world record or the task, because I just looked at it and copied whatever it did. So it's either in the world record or task.
Interesting. Yeah, no, I've never seen that.
Yeah, and I got something weird there. Like, I say that skip saves a lot of time, but somehow my Stimpy character got boosted to the right for some reason during the clip, so I could swap earlier even. And that's I've never seen before.
That's crazy. So there's still even more optimal stuff to come out of that game after so many years, because I thought when I was picking up the game, it would already been optimized to a point. You know, they had the clips in there, I just didn't attempt them. And I knew that some of the other people that were running it, it had been about 3 years of them running it, and they were like, yeah, I don't know if there's any much more we can do. So it's just awesome that you guys are even finding just minute things like that. So GG again, man. Awesome job.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with my race except for road Rash, because like in the early game, like I gold split the golden axe with like 50 seconds, I believe.
Oh.
Because I was pretty sure that Yo would be ahead at that point, but I had a really good run. I like it. And getting that clip in Earthworm was really what.
Yeah, I was gonna say another thing that definitely boosted you up was your Earthworm gym run. You definitely could see that Joe was slowing down a little bit with that run, and you were picking up pace a little more. And it was like, all right, he's starting to nip at the heels of Joe. It's starting to come.
Yeah, I can say my success rate on that trick is maybe 5%. And if I wouldn't have gotten that, I'm pretty sure Joe would have won, even if he died at the Chica, obviously. Because because it saves like 1 minute and 10 seconds, and I don't think I beat him by that much. Maybe I did. Let's see. Oh, I can't move the shot. Let's see. Yeah, I beat him with like 1.5 minutes, so it would have been super close, but I would probably have lost motivation if I didn't get that clip, so...
It just goes to show, man, don't give up, because JKL lost motivation, and then he pulls a clip out in Earthworm Gym, and all the motivation comes back, and he pulls out a big win for this MEGA16 against St. Joe, Narblast, Sheem, and Mach X.
Yeah.
It's looking like we have Sheem here too. We want to pull him in.
All right.
His opinion on this, since he is a runner that kind of stopped and said in the chat that he learning around game 13. He didn't really pick up anything after that, so he kind of knew that things were going to be a little finicky for him. So let's get his opinion. Oh, it's looking like St. Joe's coming in too, so we'll get the whole gang in here.
All right, let's get him in, man. Let's do it. Sounds good to me.
Hey, oh.
Welcome, Sheem and Joe.
Sheem and Joe.
Hey. Hello, everyone. Hello,
Hey.
Faust, Booster.
First of all, GG's to both of you. Also, Sheem, even though you said like, hey, I'm not sure if we're gonna finish this, you did great, man. You did really good throughout the whole race. You put up quite a show, and as soon as I mentioned your name, every time you died. So that was on my end, probably.
Yeah, there was a big running joke. We were like, we can't mention his name.
I was prepared for it, for the whole mistakes I did throughout the race. But yeah, but it was fun. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to grind and learn all the games due to many other things I had on hand. So, but I got some great games in there. I was playing Chiki right now, for example. I didn't touch it until the race starts. So I had a really good time with it.
Good. And Joe, GG, man. 3 minutes behind only. I mean, that was a very intense race between you and JKL.
Yeah, that's about where I expected to be honest, but it's not the way I expected it to go.
No, man, we were saying, and you definitely were the front runner. Like, there was a point where it was like, wow, man, Joe could probably just take his time and play safe for the rest, and he might win. But then there was a point where JKL got that motivation back with that Earthworm Gym 2 run, and then he was close behind you. And unfortunately, as you probably know, that Chiki death set you back, but you still came back and pulled off incredible stages in Magical that actually boosted you up closer to him, in my opinion. So
Yeah, for sure.
once again, great job.
Oh yeah, Chiki, man. I'm gonna blame whoever it was in chat before the race started. Somebody said, I don't remember who it was, somebody said, I'm just waiting for somebody to die in Chiki. It's the curse.
Oof. But
I told you that that game would get someone.
I know, the invincibility frames, I wasn't prepared.
Just a quick recap for P to Q. Basically, it was a very close race between JKL in St. Joe in the beginning until Road Rash, which was like the third game in. And St. Joe ended up pulling ahead for about half of the race until Earthworm Gym 2, where JKL kind of got this clip and pushed himself further and started getting closer. And then unfortunately, Joe ended up dying during Chiki and getting a game over, and he had to start the whole run over again. And JKL was already on Chiki at that point as well, so all he had to do was just complete it, and he was already ahead. And after that point, they kind of were close neck and neck, about 2.5-3 minutes apart between each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just quickly, Joe, a lot of people, including us, were laughing at the fact that during Road Rash, you changed your character name to JKL.
Yeah.
That was freaking hilarious.
Dangerous move, considering he has been watching my road rash attempts.
I have to laugh. It's very funny. You know, I really thought when I changed my name to that, they were way more aggressive than normal. Like,
See?
3 times more aggressive.
They knew.
The curse. But yeah, obviously, I would also like to know, like, what was your favorite? Obviously, we already know from Sheem that is gonna be a New Zealand story, but also the least favorite of the list. Like, what were your thoughts, like, personally?
I gotta give the least favorite to Earthworm Gym. I liked the first game as a kid, but I didn't remember playing this one, and especially with the clips that are in it. And I don't know, it's just kind of slow for me. But
Okay.
not sure about the best game. I mean, I love the golf games in general, but
Yeah, that's a fun one.
that can't be a best game.
Could be. I mean, nothing wrong with liking golf the best game. It's a really good game, so.
We all know the best game is Spider-Man.
Oh yo, what time do you have in Spider-Man? I'm wondering if I actually got the world record in my full run here.
My
With
time
that
in the
skip
race.
to Rhino.
Yeah, or your best time, because you do have strats that I didn't know of.
Yeah, probably like 5 or so seconds worth, I'd say. But I mean, I don't have any secret time.
Okay, then because I got a 640 during the race. So.
Wow. I only got 737, so that was
I know
world
this
record,
race.
right?
Yeah, that's
Yes,
a world
that
record.
was.
Also, in Sailor Moon, I actually was ahead of world record pace on that split.
Sick.
You're just
So-
playing like a madman trying to catch up, right?
Yeah. At first I was just, I give up. But then I was like, okay, I'm going to do a really good Spider-Man here. And I got a really good Spider-Man, and I start noticing like, wait, if I do this for every game, I can catch up. So I said it before, I would probably not have won if I didn't get that Earthworm Gym 2 clip, because that was what really kept me going.
Yeah, that saves like 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes almost. That's such a big clip. But
So, any last remarks or comments about the MEGA16 that you guys want to say? Any shout outs or anything like that?
Nope, just had a lot of fun and really appreciate putting it on.
Yeah, yes, same here. I really enjoy doing these races, and I will be here for the next Sega 16 or Monster 8, as you talked about. Will be a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Yeah, same goes for me. Shoutouts for everyone who participated, for JKL and Joe for finishing it, and even Narblast, which is right away on the last stage.
he's doing great.
And yeah, but yeah, something weird happened with me on Road Rash 2. I don't know what happened, but I was about to pick the other motorcycle, then I think my game reset and got back to Alaska. Then I had to do it all over again. That's why I was like scrolling between the stages during the road rash time.
Oh yeah, we saw that, yeah.
Yeah,
I wonder if there's like some weird wrong warp glitch.
yeah,
Take
like
a look at that. It's strange.
I did a little mistake because I was about to pick the blue motorcycle, but then I accidentally chose the standard motorcycles. Then I don't know what really happened, but I think my gold got back to normal. Like I got 2,000 golds there. Then when I was noticing that I was in the same stage as before, I was like, wait, what's going on here? Then I checked and there was only one qualified there. Then I was like, okay.
That is friggin' odd. We're gonna have to look into that.
I just want to say that Narblast just picked up a pole that went from the bottom of the screen to the top. I did not know you could pick those up.
I was thinking the same thing actually.
Yeah,
though. I saw it happen.
I saw the exact same thing.
Yeah. It's like, whoa, you can throw that thing?
And it wipes out like half the screen of enemies.
Yeah.
Great strat.
Also, that's how I died once in this game, because I didn't know you could pick something up. So when I was going to kill an enemy, I picked up the thing in the background and stuff.
Yep.
So there's apparently a lot I don't know about this game.
Yeah, no, that's the main reason why I stopped running this game, is because I kept running into the same thing every single time. I would be going to attack something, I'd pick something up, or I'd hit them, or I was just slightly off on the box, and I was just like, you know what? I'm done with this one.
It can get frustrating for sure. All that memorization, and it's not a short game. And we had the whole goal of beat the game. It's really impressive what you guys were able to put down today.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm impressed by anyone that beat this game, because as Motherbrain talked about before, like me and Beatrim tried beating this during an ESA, and we just couldn't do it at all. It's a really hard game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they were mentioning you were having trouble in that giraffe auto-scroller, and when you guys got to that part, there was a lot of chat that blew up that were like, oh, this auto-scroller is the worst, or this is a nightmare, and I have to second that. That's, there's a few spots where if you miss a small window jump, you got to start it from the very beginning. It can be rough.
Yeah, the main problem is that you gotta know where the enemies comes, because you can just be standing in the wrong spot and there's nothing you can do about it, because the monkeys that throws apple reacts on where you are standing, basically. So yeah, so you gotta know where to stand, and that's why I told Motherbrain right away when I saw full game. I said, like, yeah, if someone is joining this race blind, they will never get past that stage.
We had a lot of discussion on that. Motherbrain and I both wanted to limit the amount of auto scrollers, so it seemed natural to possibly end this game before that auto scroller. But we also wanted to end the event on a great game and also a beat the game goal, and we were just like, it has to be this game.
Yep.
Now you guys have no excuse not to submit a run to the board for it.
Also true, yeah. Make sure to submit any run that you have completed for any game here. And get 18 holes in Battle Golfer. It's a good game, like Joe said. Like, it's his favorite, so even though I didn't dare to say it. But...
And as far as the Spider-Man run, JKL, I don't know when they're gonna accept that. It took them a minute just to even accept my original runs when I first wanted the board to be made. So have fun.
I mean, even finding the Spider-Man board is impossible.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh, it's hard, man.
Had to.
It's hard to do. It's hard to even explain which Spider-Man game this is. There's so many of them, and this one's probably the least known. Everyone's like, "Oh, you mean this one?" No, it's this one. Oh, you mean the beat 'em up? No, it's the one on the animated series. It's so difficult to explain what this game is.
And I can't even abbreviate it, because if I do, it just sounds like Spider-Man TAS, and then people are looking up like all the new Spider-Man games or like Spider-Man versus Kingpin TASes, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, and that was a funny thing because I was searching the fact of the game, and then I was like, okay, I need to search the Genesis game, and then the only game that I could find was the Kingpin one, the Spider-Man was the Kingpin, and I was like, is this real? Am I searching the right game here? And then I found out that you need to search for the acclaim version. So that is that is pretty screwed.
It's very, very weird. But
can I just say that Gnarblast is doing a fantastic job here on the final game. This is probably his strongest game in the whole race. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, he's been doing phenomenal.
Yeah.
I was about to say,
finish it off right now.
Yeah.
Final phase.
Which also, he did find a wrong warp in Spider-Man on the last boss that resets the game to the opening credits, so...
Thanks, game.
Look at him, just...
Nice, so he did an opposite approach. He did a few hits then.
GG, man. Look at him.
Professional.
He saved 5 minutes and 44 seconds at the end there. Wow, that's great.
Jesus, Gnar. GG, dog.
1957 in that game. That's really good.
I just want to say that Gnarblast's best sum of best was 3 hours and 28 minutes, and that was without swaps.
Oh.
So
wow.
So Gnarblast beat all of his sum of best by like half an hour. That's pretty amazing.
That's awesome. Oh my god. Everyone, be sure to follow all the runners. Sheen Gabriel, Saint Joe, Gnarblast, JKL87. Make sure to follow all of them. Oh, and MachinX81. Unfortunately, he was the runner in the beginning that his entire power went out on his entire street for about an hour and 10 minutes. And unfortunately, he ended up forfeiting because he came back and lost about 10 minutes in Road Rash, and he just knew there was no way, and he didn't want to hold up the marathon for another hour longer than what it would be.
Yeah.
So, GG's to all of you. Make sure to follow them, everyone. And thank you all for coming by. This has been fun.
This has been great, and thanks everybody for watching this event and being a part of Sega Crew. And we got a lot of great events coming up. And now that we have Sheen here, I know he has a big surprise that he's been wanting to talk about, and we just created a Discord channel to get the news out. And Sheem, if you wouldn't mind explaining what's happening.
Sure. First of all, hello everyone. So back a month ago, I was doing some project behind a secret project, and some people already know about it. But thankfully, I have to even thank all the Sega Crew staff. But the second actually Golden Axe tournament will be realized here next month on this channel. It will be the Golden Axe arcade with Tires Flare, the most common category in the game, and it will happen in 2 days between February 20th to 21. And if you want to sign up already, there's the challenge link that I'm going to send right now. Just give me a little bit because my PC is heating up here. Everything is ready already. Sorry.
Oh, I just typed February in chat, and then I was like, wait, did he say January? And I've already confused myself.
No, February. Yeah, February.
Okay.
February. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, February. So if you want any tutorial, I did the whole tutorial of the game that is public right now. So wait a little bit, and I'm gonna send the challenge right now. And even Beetle is in it, in the chat. So there's the challenge link for everyone who is interested. There's a whole month if you want to learn the game and practice and participate. I hope everyone can participate as well. We will have Beetle, Garland in the mug for commentary between those 2 days. And we're gonna have a lot of great people coming back to the game. And let me just pick up the tutorial as well.
And if you guys missed the links that he's posting in the chat, we'll be sure to post them into the Sega Crew Discord. We'll make a channel for this event itself, and we'll have everything available there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry that I'm a little clumsy right now because I'm kind of nervous.
Hey, that's okay.
Man, it's all good. We love when it's by the seat of your pants. That's all we do.
But there's the tutorial link as well. If you have any questions, you can ask me or you can ask Biro and anyone at the Sega Cruise topic right here on the channel. And I hope everyone enjoy it, and I see you all next month for the second Golden Axe Tyrus Flare Arcade tutorial tournament.
Excellent. Yeah, that sounds like it's going to be a blast. I know that when we had Golden Axe on the Sega 16, and I know it's also been on the Mega 16, you know, everybody that picks it up is like, oh man, this is a fun game. I didn't think I'd like it. You know, the learning curve at the beginning's kind of tough, but once you kind of get used to it, everybody that's played it, you know, enjoyed racing it. So I think this is going to be a really fun event. Get a lot of Sega guys and Sega gals together to play some Golden Axe.
Yeah, I even have the banner if anyone wants it. I was gonna post it on the Sega Crew as well and other places. So sign up starts right now and goes until February 13th. So that's it. That's the announcement. Sorry, I got a big nervous here.
No, it's awesome.
Oh, you did great. Yeah.
All right, we also have Gnarbelas here for a little final interview. He's here. The third place finisher. That's pretty good.
Excellent. Let's bring him in.
Yeah. I don't know if I can do that, but can I? Yes, I can.
Yeah, you
Boom.
can just drag him in.
Okay. Hello?
Hello?
Nar.
Hey, GG.
GG, man.
Yeah, well, G happened. Not the first one, though.
Dude, your final game, the Magical Taruruto-kun, that was a fantastic run, man. That was so good.
Oh, yeah. That was... I was so late into it. I was learning the clip where you can, like, you use your wand and you clip up into, like, these weird ledges, but yeah, it was weird. Whatever. Road Rash can... I'm never playing that game again. I don't know what else to do about that.
Never again.
I got busted twice and got 4th place once. I lost almost 4 races in a row. It was not good. But then I randomly restarted Daze before Christmas, or Daze whatever, the Christmas game.
Yeah, I think I missed that, but
Yeah.
I was literally halfway through, and then the menu popped up for like the ROMs, and then it just restarted. I don't know what happened.
oh.
And
Like, oh, great.
Well, it's strange because I have my controller set. I have to do like a really weird combination of buttons to have that screen even pop up because I don't want that to happen, and it just did. I don't know what happened. That was sad.
It's that marathon curse.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, honestly, I had over half the games I had gold splits. Like I actually did pretty well, except for the gigantic dump that was Road Rash. Everything else was fine.
Yeah, so you were
Even
not really
Spider-Man
happy with the...
Stuff that was Road Rash.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
But yeah,
It would be great still.
I was kind of keeping track. I saw JKL finish, so I kind of figured, okay, like, makes sense, you know. Like he was, I mean, he had pretty much golds going, you know, in the on the spreadsheet going into everything, almost. So.
Yeah, he had some good PBs, but I mean, you also had good PBs. You did really good, and you beat your sum of best like easily.
Yeah,
So-
well, I mean, so there were 3 games that I didn't bother updating because it was so late. It was only like a few days ago.
Okay.
So like Spider-Man, I think I had like my thing was like 17 minutes, and like I mean, everything's under 8 minutes.
Uh-huh.
You know, and then There's another one that was like really long that I just didn't get around. I think Earthworm Gym. My first run was like 20-something minutes, I think. I just never got around to fixing it.
I see. Okay. Well, even still, I mean, you got the 3rd place, you know, so top 3, right? That's how it is.
Yeah. Well, yeah. After Road Rash, I assumed it was over. I was gonna get 5th place out of 4 people.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw you shaking your head as well. I was like, oh yeah, he's definitely not happy with what is going on there. But
yeah, I mean, you guys, you know, the guys that were playing Road Rash it does what it wants sometimes. So.
Oh yeah, it does. But now you ended up in 3rd place, man, in a total time
it
of
wasn't good.
3 hours and 14 minutes and some odd seconds. It's not bad at all, man.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, considering, I put a pretty good amount of practice into these games, but I never played any of these before, except for I thought Road Rash, but I guess it was the other Road Rash 1 was the one I played. So like, yeah, having to learn 16 new games is a little tough. Like when you see it in the beginning, you're like, it's this daunting task. You don't think it's gonna happen, but that and Double Dragon is another example of what, unfortunately, Genesis messed up. Same thing with Wily Wars. They messed it up. I don't know what happened. Like Double Dragon 2 was so hard for me to play because I'm used to the NES version.
Yeah, that's way different. But yeah, other than that, opinion about like what you think was the best one, what you think was the worst game here?
Honestly, Days Before Christmas I thought was an interesting pick, and it was actually fun to learn. Honestly, I didn't know it existed until this thing.
Yeah,
it's actually a pretty good little game.
Australian only in the release, so.
Yeah, no, that was interesting. And then
let me guess, Road Rash the worst.
And the magic, the last game. I don't even know how to pronounce it correctly, but that game was really fun too.
Yeah,
that was awesome. And honestly, I think I with how short New Zealand story ended up being because of that big skip, I kind of felt like it would have been a little cooler to not allow the skip, like have to actually fight the boss. But it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's still good. All right, so you got any final words here you want to say, or you want to have some shout outs or anything you would like to say because of this race and what happened?
Road Rash needs to disappear. That's one. And then 2, the Ultimate. I don't know what the Ultimate Warrior is doing in Golden Axe, but he did a good job. But yeah, I definitely like these races. They're fun. My first my first major big race was the Big 20 in October. So I'm just starting to get into this kind of these type of things.
Oh, I see.
Nice. It's very fun. Very fun to learn this
stuff.
Nice,
man. I think if this is your second one, you did a great job.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, in in a time crunch, where you only have a couple weeks, give or take, to like learn this stuff. I like that stuff. I like grinding stuff out. So.
Just curious, this is your 3rd marathon. Less than a calendar year. The Big 20, Sega 16, and now MEGA16. Yeah. In terms of difficulty, which was the hardest list that you had to sit down and learn?
Probably this one because of a handful of games. So so I'm bad at beat 'em ups in general. So like when I saw Golden Axe on the list again, I was like, oh, okay, that's not good. And then the Sailor Moon game, I was that game frustrates me because you have to backtrack so much just to get the enemies to even spawn. It doesn't make sense the way that they did that. I don't because you move forward, then you have to go back a screen and a half just to find enemies. Pretty weird.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I would say just seeing Golden Axe on there, I kind of knew I was going to be in trouble. And then Spider-Man, once I was playing it, once I realized all the weird stuff you can do, I spent like a whole day trying to learn those clips and those zips and all that weird stuff, because I knew that's the only way you can keep up at all. Like you have to learn that stuff. So, I would say maybe.
Sorry for that one.
I would say maybe as far as tricks and stuff go, this one, because Earthworm Jim has a couple weird skips. I wasn't able to do half of them, but as far as the list, I think this might have been the toughest list. With the Big 20, I was already kind of familiar with all that stuff. I played mostly NES, so I was already kind of familiar with those games.
Well, I'm glad that we increased your palate to some Sega games.
Yeah, I mean, I came back after the Sega 16. Right when the Mega 16 was announced, I was all in. I was just waiting for the list like everybody else. So.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, it's definitely fun. An underdog game that I never heard of was Chiki Boys. That was a cool game. It was interesting. Like the mechanics of the sword and stuff is interesting. So I might actually try to start running that game. The game's fun.
Look at that.
Bishoujo will be happy.
Yeah, that's a really fun game. Hidden gem. Everybody keeps kind of coming back to that and going, "Oh yeah, Chiki, that's where it's at."
Yeah, no, it's and like so. I like a little bit of luck in runs, but I could go back to Road Rash. Not that much luck, but I like like because Chiki Boys has like the multiplier for the money and stuff. So you have to like do things a certain way in order to kind of make sure you're prepared for the game. So.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll say definitely the hidden gem for me was Chiki Boys and Days Before Christmas. Both those are really good games.
Awesome.
Well, we had a lot of fun watching you guys run all these games. So thank you once again to all the runners. A lot of work, and anyone watching that's like, oh, I want to try this. Just even attempting it is an achievement. So I would love to see anybody and everybody at least pick up some of these games, whether in a marathon setting or not. It's a lot of fun.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. I had a lot of fun learning all this stuff. And I can't wait for the I think we were talking about the Master System 8 or whatever.
Yeah, the Master 8.
Master 8.
Yeah, I want
Master.
Master. It's such a weird way. Master 8. Like, luckily there's no B, I guess. Yeah.
Well, it's we keep I'm really the only one that want to call it anything else, and everyone's just like, Booster, just lean into it. Just call it the Master 8. It's right there.
You have no choice.
We're all gonna call it that anyway. Just do it. So it's like, all right, it's the Master 8.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely had fun. I appreciate you guys putting this stuff together. It was awesome. Very fun.
Absolutely, and we'll have plenty more. Master 8 that we keep talking about will come up in April. It sounds like No Diggity is all in on this full motion video marathon. Do something like that in March.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I also want to throw together. We have a bunch of people that want to do a Disney marathon, and then a bunch of other runners that want to do a beat 'em up marathon. Nice. I say let's do them both at the same time. Let's do a Disney beat 'em up marathon. We can do both those in March. And then, of course, we got the Golden Axe tournament in February, as well as 8's Fast marathon at the end of February. So a lot of great events, a lot of cool Sega stuff coming up. So it's going to be amazing.
Cool.
Make sure to join the Sega Crew Discord. We already got the Golden Axe Tourney channel live. I pinned the challenge link and the video tutorial that Sheen posted in the Twitch chat. So if you guys missed it, it's already there. Thank you everyone for all the support, all the viewers, all the runners. Thank you to Mother Brain for coming to us to want to help put on the MEGA16's 6th event through us on Sega Crew. We greatly appreciate that. We were happy to help.
Thank you too, man.
Thank you to all the runners. We couldn't do this without you guys, so thank you.
Yeah, take it easy, guys. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks so much. And does anyone have any other final words? Is anything else anyone wants to say?
I just want to say this again, that I really, really appreciate you guys for also helping me out and giving me the chance to actually get it on this stream, because this is by far the most active and most loving community on Twitch and also on Discord when it comes to Sega games and or just the overall passion for like the games and the runners itself. It's a super open, super welcoming community. It's just a great place to hang out with some good old friends. And even if you don't like Sega games that much, it is still super fun just to be here. So thank you so much to you, Booster Shane, and all the other people, and of course Faust for doing this, and all the other mods and Supersonics that are in here. It's greatly appreciated, and I'm very happy that I found this channel thanks to the Sega 16. So yeah, greatly appreciate it.
Well, thank you so much for the kind words. I mean, gosh, that's the biggest compliment I could ever receive, especially coming from someone like the Mother Brain that's been around in the speedrunning community for so long and so active. and so inspirational to so many runners to say such great things about our little Sega crew. And, you know, it's always open to anybody right here in chat. I mean, that's kind of what the crew is all about, is just being a community of people that love video games and have a passion for Sega. It doesn't even need to be your primary console, but we'd love to have you over there. And, you know, thanks for making this such a great event and turning out to support these racers, because they put so much time into this race. And, you know, if anyone doesn't have any other further words, I see JKL still streaming. I say we go bug him, give him a big GG in his chat, and we can go throw the host his way.
I think that's a pretty good idea. Do I have to do that? Or?
Yeah.
/raid and then just type his Twitch name.
I can just do that here? Or do I? Okay.
You can do it right in Twitch chat.
All right, boom. Yeah, I know how to do it, but I was not sure if I could.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
I did it,
He's
guys.
got that big old mod sword.
Yeah, that's true. I'm also streaming, so I mean.
As soon as you hit raid, you're gonna have to hit stop streaming.
Yeah, I know. I was just like, I was not sure because I'm streaming, but that's really my channel.
First few times, I'm like sitting there, and people are like, "Hey, you gotta hit stop stream." I'm like, "Oh."
Hey, thank you, Shiny Barrel Blast, as well. Don't forget the introduction, people. Thanks a lot for doing that. It was super fun.
Yeah, Faust, Apollo, Shanaberry Blast.
Yes.
And, you know, it's always so much fun to have Shanaberry Blast and Apollo 22237, because definitely follow them, but you'll also see that they're big Nest kids. So for them to come out for our big Sega event is awesome. Yeah. They're amazing people.
Absolutely. All right, what's the race message? What is it going to be?
At least a GG.
Okay, at least a GG. Okay, sounds good. All right, here we go. Bye-bye, guys.
Thanks again.
Bye.